Yeah,
You did so good.
it was pretty
So
bad.
Cecily, did you know that you also weren't streaming to Discord? I couldn't see the stream.
Oh, I just didn't start that because it wasn't because I didn't know I was supposed to do that. Now I Okay, test run's over. This is the real fucking deal now. Let's go. Okay, I'm Cecily. So what happened is the reason why we are 13 minutes late is because for like 10 minutes I was streaming, but I didn't press the go live button on YouTube, so it wasn't actually streaming. But hey, everyone's here now. Everyone's here now, and we are all having fun. We're all having fun now. So I'm Cecily. Sometimes I get time off from the war to do YouTube streams because as
How many people have
bunnies.
you killed?
No. There's Cookie Monster in the chat. I didn't expect Cookie Monster in the chat. Hello.
Yeah, just stopping by for a little bit.
Hello. So there's Cedric. He didn't work on the vision novel we were gonna stream, but he's nice. He's a good friend. Hi.
Yeah, we're streaming.
I'm
We are.
probably just gonna stop by for a little bit because it's pretty late.
Oh yeah, it is probably late. I don't know how long we're gonna read this for like an hour, like an hour and a half. I don't know. Anyway, that's me. That's Cecily. I'm back from the war, but the streams aren't back. Streams aren't back. Streams will be back in like 2-3 years. It's gonna take a while. Yeah. There's Socks. Hi, Socks.
Hi, I'm Socks.
Hi. He's the best boy. Then there's Billy Fox, Beatrix. Hi.
Do you know about video games? I only just learned about them.
Welcome
It's
back
really
to
exciting.
video games.
Right now, I'm looking at a website called Wampaware, which sells like real hardy recreations of pieces of clothing from Star Wars. So that's what I'm doing while I'm on this stream.
Why do you like Star Wars?
Awesome.
Why is this a thing that you like? I've never got it.
I
Because
saw
it's
it when I
cool.
was 2.
So when you were barely conscious?
It's just like part of my life. It's just I don't have a choice.
Oh, it's me with Half-Life. Okay.
Or
Literally,
me
it's
with,
the same thing.
SpongeBob, I guess, because SpongeBob is fucking great.
I mean, SpongeBob is a good thing to get into when you're 2. It's good to get into SpongeBob when you're 2.
I mean,
My
as an
parents didn't
adult,
let me
I
watch
still like-
SpongeBob.
Oh,
Why didn't
that's
they
like
let you watch
fun.
SpongeBob?
My dad thought it was unintellectual.
I like okay. So there's a lot of people who say their parents didn't let them watch SpongeBob because it's like violent or like weird. I've actually talked to people like that.
A lot
and
of
so-
people think it makes your brain stupider.
Yes, yeah. So like, I thought that's what you were gonna say, but no, it's because your dad is a fucking hipster hippie. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Toby who drew some art.
Hello, I've never seen a video game in my life.
We love video games around here, but we're not playing a video game. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's a book. It's a novel. That's what we're playing. I mean, he drew some of the art that you're gonna see today. Very good art.
Yay!
Yeah. And there's Cedric as a treat. There's Cedric and who's
Cedric, have you read it?
Oh, I have not. I probably should get around to it sometime.
Well, if you
But
watch
I
along
won't
on the
forgot.
stream, you can get it secondhand.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll
uh,
stick around for some of it at least.
yeah, and you can also hear me narrate the whole thing, which is actually wanted. I think for Blast Damage Days, I wanted to narrate the whole thing, but I didn't have the time, and this time I couldn't even record anything because I'm in the war. I made this war in the war. Anyway, we're gonna launch this. So Rabbit Paris says, I love visual novel We Are Cities by Cecily Rance assisted by the Mini Bunny Art Collective. Thank you. It's more like it's by the Mini Bunny Art Collective, I guess, but it's just hosted on my itch.io because the last one was. It's kind of confusing, but B wrote like at least like 2,000 or 3,000 words of this because
I don't remember what I wrote.
I remember what you wrote. You wrote like the beginning of the whole thing. You wrote like the whole beginning.
I named Berlin.
You did name Berlin, and you kind of came up with her character actually, and that's what I kind of ran with.
Thank you.
It's pretty good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so B wrote like chapter 1 and 2. Actually, mostly chapter 2. And I wrote the dialogue in chapter 1. I actually remember this really well for some reason. I wrote the dialogue in chapter 1, then she like edited it. So chapter 1 is very collaborative. We're gonna start chapter 1 now, but I'm gonna go to the preferences and see if the options are proper. There's no sapphire. Okay, so this is weird. This is called Weird Cities. I was gonna put like a cool logo in here, but I didn't. It's a vision art by Mini Bunny. This is actually just the black image with the Mini Bunny logo, and then I put the text up that says "A Vision Over by," and it's for Beatrix. And here's the quote from the Jeb Rosenstock song, which because I always get start with a quote from the Jeb Rosenstock song. I always got to do that.
He's one of the great modern poets. Let's be real.
He's amazing. He's really good. Anyway, what I added that in comparison to Blast Damage Days, I made a visual novel called Blast Damage Days last year. That was like 2 years ago now. Actually, it was like exactly a year ago, but 2024 was almost 2 years ago. It's gonna be 2026 in like a month, in like 2-3 weeks actually. We made Blast Damage Days, and that one was more of like just like my personal thing. Like I wrote the whole thing, and then like I got a bunch of people to like work on it. This one was more. I felt it was more collaborative, and that's why I've called it it's by Mini Bunny. So that's what I was trying to get at earlier. Is that this why it's by Mini Bunny. Theanyway, what I added is this green background because so many people told me in Blast Damage Days they couldn't read the text because there's no background, and I put no background. There is a background for this narration mode by default, but I got rid of it because I just thought it looked bad. So I was like, okay, but I made this custom green one for this one. Anyway, I know that this narration was written by B because it doesn't read like something I would write. It's very poetic, and I don't write poetic prose.
Why not? You should.
I'm not good at it.
Practice.
I should, yeah. Anyway, so it says, the clouds melted in the saccharine sky. That's a good. That word saccharine is really good. This is a good.
The trans lifeline link is blocking the text in the stream.
Well, you should go donate to Trans Lifeline. It's right here. It's right here. You should go donate to Trans Lifeline, but it's gotta go away for now because we gotta read this.
People.
Yeah. Shout out to trans people. We don't know any of them, but they're pretty good, right?
I don't know what transgender is.
What's a transgender?
Have you ever transed your gender?
Never in my
A
life.
couple times.
That's a complicated question for me.
It actually is complicated for Socks. So it says early spring wind whip the rooftop. I didn't even know you said whip the rooftop. That's a weird thing to say. Whip the rooftop.
That's normal. That's not weird. That's normal. That's a thing that wind does. Wind whips a lot in writing. It's kind of a cliche.
Oh,
but
I
I
see.
like that.
It is pretty good. Okay, still I see no blossoms, no pollen. March upstate. Two girls sat on the roof, screw issue jackets held tight against their chests, keeping warm. Far above the parking lot, they were alone together. And there's a very good.
That's
quote.
that's the most American sentence in this entire work. Far above the parking lot, they were alone together.
Yeah, that it's also very lyrical sentence. There could be a lyrics in a Billy Fox song.
Sure.
Christine fumbled with the lighter, got it on. You do this where you say your sentence and there's a comma and there's a second sentence without the subject. This is
I think I got that from the Japanese language.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I can probably see that's kind of a Japanese thing to do. Okay, she lit her cigarette and took a long drag. Her knotted muscles slackened. Jane's brow furrowed. Knotted muscles? What? Which muscles? I don't actually get the sentence.
Knotted muscles is an idiomatic term. It means tight muscles.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't get it. Anyway, I'm just gonna take a moment to appreciate this.
Over text? God damn it! Come on.
I had to get to the next line so we can see the drawing. The drawing is very good. I like this drawing. I like that the sky is like pink. It's very nice. It's really cool. It's very pretty.
I was trying to find good colors for this one. I think I did fine.
Yeah, good colors. Also, it says school issue jackets, but I feel like they're wearing very two different jackets, right?
Jane modified hers.
Yeah. Jane has like four on hers, which it's pretty cool.
Or probably she's wearing another jacket under it.
Oh yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah. So it's Christine and Jane here. I forgot. So I was gonna actually tell these two voice actors to sound younger in this scene because they're younger, but I think they actually ended up doing it without me telling them anyway. It's pretty good.
Isn't it great when that happens?
Yeah, sometimes I forget to tell people things, and they just know they can read my mind. It's great. Okay.
Hey, can you stream
Doesn't
on
anybody
Discord?
love anybody anymore? Is it too much effort over text?
Oh,
Doesn't anybody
shit.
love
Oh shit!
anybody
I went back and
Is it too much
repeated
effort
the
for
line.
somebody
Okay.
to look me in the eye as they dump me?
What did you say, Socks?
Could you stream on Discord?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I always forget to do that when we do these streams on the YouTube. I always just assume people can see me.
I'd love to hear the lovely voice acting.
You know what? Let's just repeat Inky's lines because her voice is so good.
Over text? God damn it. Come on. Doesn't anybody love anybody anymore? Is it too much effort for somebody to look me in the eye as they dump me?
It is so weird to hear people say lines I wrote.
It is, yeah. I
It's
never
like-
get used to it.
Yeah, it feels wrong. It feels like I wrote it wrong. I should have written it more like how buffing a human being would say.
Sometimes I notice a lot of flaws in my writing and like the certain phrases that I repeat a lot. Like for example, instead of saying "come together" or like "come with me," I always say just "come with." I just say like, "Hey, come with, come with." Do you want to come
Yeah.
with? I always say that. I don't know where I got that. I should like just put a me at the end. I should say "come with me." I don't know why I do that, but I always notice it after I get people to read it. Anyway,
I think
Yeah.
are you coming with from German? Because that's actually a normal thing to say in that, which is my mom's first language.
Yeah, my
Coming-
dad was raised in a German family, and he says stuff like that too.
Ah,
But I'm not German. I'm Korean. I have no
Yeah, but you're
relation.
friends with me.
Still,
I'm friends with 2 Germans in the chat in the car right now, so I guess that makes sense.
Chris,
we're influencing
3
you
months
without
ago you
even,
had only
like,
just met
realizing
her.
it.
What did you say?
I'll leave you, guys, we're influencing you without you realizing it. I'll leave you to your own devices and be quiet again.
Oh, it's okay.
No, that's good. That's what language is.
Yeah, I grew up watching YouTube, and that's where I got a lot of my English. And I watched a lot of I watched a lot of like Canadian and British YouTubers, and that's why I got a lot of my vocabulary from. So that's why I speak like a British Canadian person. Okay. So there's Dusk Lost Moon, our friend Dusk, who's not here.
She's so fucking good at everything. She's so cool. Is she not in the server?
I invited her, but I don't think she. I don't think she came. I think she's busy.
She might be at work.
Yeah, she's probably busy. But I really so the. Okay, so I wrote Best Damage Days, and Best Damage Days is about Christine and Adelaide, who shows up later as Beast both voices her. And she doesn't really show up in this one because both of us were writing this together and like coming up with the outline. We both made like the conscious decision to put Adelaide like away because the story doesn't really work if Adelaide is in the middle of it. So we decided, okay, Adelaide has to like go away for a bit. But Best Damage is about Adelaide and Christine, and there was Jane in it, and I always really liked Jane. Jane is cool. She's kind of bitchy. She's kind of unlikable. But there's like a charm and a charisma that she has. And we made Dusk Lost Moon voice Jane, and I think it's because we used to watch My Little Pony together, and Dusk would do these Rarity impressions, and I was like, Jane should sound like a Rarity. That's what she sounds like. She sounds like.
And it's really good.
Yeah, we made Dusk just voice her as Rarity, and when Best Damage got to 100 downloads, it's because I said if it gets to 100 downloads, I'm gonna make a sequel. I was like, okay, the next one is about Jane because Jane is so cool, and there's so much potential in the Jane story, so we wrote a Jane story. So even though this Christine and Budley and all a lot of stuff is in there, this story is really about Jane. This is like Jane's whole story. And I really wanted to do that. So that's why, and that's why I was so excited for Dust to voice her again because there's so much acting that she could do. Like in Best Damage Day, she couldn't really do a lot of acting because Jane doesn't have a lot of lines. But in Weird Series, she has a lot of lines, and it was really good. It turned out to be really good.
I feel like Dusk could do a mean Trixie impression.
Oh yeah.
I think I've heard her do it before perfectly.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should hear it. It's great. Yeah. She's really good at acting. I think she's like the only like 2 people in this whole like group that has actually done voice acting before is Gwen. And I think Inky has done voice acting before, but
I have too.
Oh yeah, but it's like, I mean, you have, but it's like, you know.
I get it. No, but I have done it before.
Yeah, you've done it. It's just you're not like a VA, voice actor, voice actor. VA.
I did it like once.
I don't think I've heard that actually. Have I heard that?
Probably not because it was like ages ago.
Yeah. Actually, now I kind of start to remember. But I'm not gonna talk about it. And there's Inky, and Dusk hasn't done voice acting. As far as I'm aware, but she's like really good at acting. She's like the only friend we have in our group that has like a natural talent for acting. I think. Because Gwen is just good at it because she's done it a lot. She's like an actual VA. But Dusk is just really fucking good. Anyway, let's keep reading this.
Jane, you don't understand. It's not like we weren't friends before I asked her out.
But you were going on and everything about how she was too good, too much of a precious cinnamon roll, or whatever, for you to possibly even bring yourself to talk to her.
I just want to say that was a good line read. Dusk is so good.
Yeah.
I don't talk like that. I don't have a Homestuck side blog.
I made her say that. I wrote that part.
Yeah,
Can't wait for all the Homestuck references.
yeah, multiple Homestuck references in this one.
It's kind of a sub theme.
There's a whole
I've
scene.
never homestucked a day in my life.
Good.
I was just talking with Cecily about this asshole I know who was basically like a real-life Vriska, who tends to get these John Egbert type people like me or this other dude I know to like her. And I thought, oh, this is just like Vriska. I'm not gonna say much about who this person is, but it's just proof that Homestuck is just still stuck inside of like me and etched into my bones and my
Yeah.
being. Even though it may be because Hussey's an asshole.
I don't know. I feel like we all knew in 2016 that we would grow up into adults, and when somebody would be mean to her, would be mean to us, we'd think, "Damn, just like Vriska."
It is true, actually. It is true.
I don't think this surprises anybody
And that
who
Vriska-
knows the shit.
Yeah, and that Vriska-esque person is one of those people who just manages to make everything about herself.
Yeah, we all know. We know a Vriska or two. I know a Vriska or two.
Yeah.
I even like a Vriska or two. They can be nice sometimes.
I feel
Anyway, I remember when you wrote this line and I asked you about it. You specifically said you just wanted Inky to say Homestuck, and that was it.
I did, except you added more Homestuck to it later.
Yeah, I mean, it's Schrodinger cat. It's fucking Chekhov's gun. It's like where if
Pandora's
they
box, more like.
yeah, it's like if they gonna bring up Homestuck in the first chapter, they better fucking get into Homestuck later. It's like this is expectations. Anyway,
Why do all your girlfriends? Why do you keep throwing yourself at the paws of whatever baby trans turns up for the first time at the Gay Straight Alliance?
That's just so real. I can't believe I wrote that.
That's another very B line, very B line.
Come on, you know that's not.
Fuck no, it's not fair, but there's no referee. This isn't debate club, so at least it's square.
That rhymes.
You said that so good.
Yeah. I think this is one of those lines where when I think I wrote the line "It's not fair," and then you turned it into this whole rhyme. It's just really good. This first chapter is pretty good. This first chapter is really good because we both kind of wrote it together.
Yeah, we like bounced off each other and like tweaked each other's stuff. This is like one of the big things about me and Cecily is that it is a very rare artistic partnership where we can just edit each other's material and not feel weird about it.
We don't have to feel weird about it because it just reads like the same thing in the end. It's like we
Yeah.
have the same voice.
We have the same voice, but like different linguistic contexts, basically.
Yeah, because you're American and I'm Korean.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Chris inhaled smoke deeply. I think so. This is what I noticed. You usually write Chris, and I usually write Christine when I write the narration. So I
Yeah,
think
it's because I'm thinking about whenever I write Christine all the way, I think about that Destroyer song where he says, "Oh, it's Christine, and another one was good." I think that's Beggars Might Ride.
Beggars my right. Oh, it's,
Ew.
that's a good song. Anyway, I do that because when I wrote Chris, I think about Chris Deltarune, and I was like, that's Chris from Deltarune. I can't do that. Anyway, Jane Watts was slumped slightly. She was not big on smoking. The nicotine buzz was a lot for her to handle. This is a classic example of a sentence where I feel like I wrote it, but I feel like also you could have wrote it. It's like there's like no distinct. That there's no distinction at this point.
Yeah, I think what happened was we wrote it like at each other.
Oh yeah.
You could at least be fair to me.
Jane's eyes were on his shoes.
You want to talk?
Come on, what's that supposed to mean?
No, you know exactly what I mean.
Jane glared. Chris found herself sweating. She looked at the other direction, unable to match Jane's intensity.
It's out of my hands. I just want to find someone who's right for me. Is it my fault these girls have something else in mind?
Getting a head start on planning the rest of your life, Christine. Age 18.
And 18-year-old girls aren't allowed to be in love? I'm not allowed that high school teen romance?
The infectious delusions of film directors and romance novelists. When, in reality, it's all bitter breakups or depressing marriages from here on.
Okay, I wrote this one. I remember this one. It's pretty good.
Jane is I kind of love it because it's so clearly on purpose, but Jane is so like out of place among these normal people. It rules.
She's an anime character. It's good, great. She also has like the only voice that's like kind of again. Dusk is like the only person in our group who can like do voices and like do voice acting. But even Gwen,
Yeah,
who
Jane's voice really stands out.
yeah, she really stands out because even Gwen, who can do voice acting and she can actually do like a bunch of different voices. Gwen is just doing her own voice when they're doing Lila. She's just doing her own voice. I think everyone's just doing their own voice when doing these characters, except for Dusk.
I wasn't. I was voice training.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you were doing like a voice, but it's not. It doesn't sound that different. You just
Yeah.
have an in what's the word, enunciation? Yeah, enunciation. You just have a different enunciation from your typical voice. Which can,
It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. But it's not actually that different from my regular voice. It's just less relaxed.
yeah. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah. I think the only person, I think actually, does Chloe speak like that? Yeah, Chloe does kind of speak like Christine. But she also has like Christine doesn't talk like Chloe. Chloe's very nice. Chloe's Inky, by the way. Inky is very nice.
Chloe is both very nice and very eloquent.
Yeah.
But Christine is kind of blunt and mean and not good with people.
She was really not good with people. I've already said that I deliberately chose her to act Christine out because otherwise Christine would come across as way too unlikable, and it was kind of like an effect that I was aiming for, where by giving her the voice of Enki, who has the voice of a gorgeous angel, people will like and find her a lot more likable. Which kind of worked out. I think people like Christine because Enki voices her. That's pretty good. Also because Christine has like the best, cutest looking character design. So like she looks really, really, really adorable.
She looks like Furry Rivers Cuomo. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, of course. That's how she dresses as.
Sheesh, Holden Caulfield couldn't hold a candle to you.
I just know how to use my brain. You only know how to use your...
Dick. That's what she was gonna say.
Yeah.
But no, it's not because I added that part.
You added that part. I thought I wrote it, and I thought I wrote it to be you can only use your dick.
No, no, I wrote it to mean like no. Jane just said heart. She doesn't think about that stuff. Jane's like, I always thought of Jane as like asexual to the point of ignorance.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can probably see that. A lot of the characters are probably like that. Even though, even though like okay, this is hard to talk about. Christine is like the kind of asexual who doesn't mind him having sex. I think.
Yeah,
She's like, she doesn't probably enjoy it, but she does it as a social activity. I think.
it's a bonding. It's a bonding activity. If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, Chris held up her hand, signaling Jane not to finish the sentence, as though she had not meant to say heart. Oh yeah, that's the story right after. I swear I wrote that one, and
I wrote that.
Yeah.
You must be so fucking lonely. Be more grateful to me, you know?
I see. Oh, thank you so much, Your Majesty. Would you like a bloody medal?
She's British. I don't know why she's British.
I made her British because Rarity is kind of British, isn't she?
No, it's supposed to be like a 1950s woman actor type accent, like a transatlantic accent, you know?
I got British, promise. Anyway,
Well, it's called Mid-Atlantic because the Atlantic Ocean is between America and Britain.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
it's for
because you know
people. It's
that.
for people who were. Let me look at a map to see where the exact midpoint between the UK and America is.
Basically, it's the accent that mermaids speak in. Think of it like that.
Well, I like it. It's also how people in Seattle talk for some reason.
Oh,
I
my
think
sister was in Seattle just a month or two ago. I should ask her if this is true.
they talk about 1950s movie actors.
Yeah, and every like guy on the radio I've heard from Seattle talks like that. Let's continue the dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say that I just like Jane as British. This is entirely me. I made her say bloody. Because I like her as British. This is really funny.
Bloody fuck all night. I thought it was a big joke.
Don't you like bloody matter?
That's not an insult on Dusk's voice acting. She does it way better than I just did right now.
It's an
Yeah.
insult on British people.
Yeah, true.
And who cares if we enter British people like, right? Right?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Just insufferable.
So be it. Human connections are a liability. I'd rather have nothing chaining me down.
All that
Like literally,
edge.
she's
I'd get
like
paper
a
cuts.
anime
You
rival
hear a lot about
accidentally
how people see
transported
you.
into the real world. She rules so hard.
Yeah, that's why we wanted these two to have like an anime rival or whatever. I mean, that was the idea even from Blast Damage days, was that Jane was like a rival, and that's why there's the line at the end about how Jane thinks of herself as Christine's rival, and Christine is like, "You're my rival," which I think is a very funny line.
And how
We'll
do
get
you
to it.
know that?
People who act aloof and indifferent are always actually just signaling to others how cool they think they are.
Oh, I wrote this one. I remember writing it.
That's why you're always doing, check it out. I named myself after a dead body. I'm so cool and above it all. Give me a break.
She did name herself after a dead body. She named herself Jane Cadaver.
Yep. I just want to give attention to the Inky performance, and that
The
was really
instruction
good.
I put in the script was princessy.
Oh yeah, now I remember that.
Partly because I wanted to see what Inky would do with that. That's like, you know, it's a good actor.
Yeah, she's a great actor. She named her so okay. So I named her Jane Cadaver. I named the Jane Cadaver because I was thinking about Jane Remover, and I thought that was a cool name. So I was like, "What's like a word that sounds like a remover?" And I came up with Cadaver. I think it's probably canonical that she also named it herself after Jane Remover, but I don't know.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Jane Remover should be younger than her.
Yeah, I think Jane Remover is like 20. She's like 20, 22.
No, Jane Remover is my age.
She's 22.
Yeah, she's like 22.
Yeah.
So and like
and Jane is
Ja-
25.
Like these games are set now, and I don't think Jane and Christine don't seem early 20s. They seem late 20s.
Yeah, they're 25, and
Yeah.
right now they would be 18. So 7 years ago it'd be 2018.
7 years ago, Jane Remover was still Delete Zeke or whatever.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. So that's not canonical. Not canonical anymore. If I ever said that anywhere, delete that from your memory.
I'm the fucking lore master. Call my ass Dave Filoni.
That's why I gotta have you next to me, because you can check me on the lore, because I'm terrible at lore, but world building is not my strong suit. I don't do that shit. I just make characters and plots, and that's it. That's why usually I don't make stories that are not set in the real world. I just set in the real world because
Your stories are all set in the land of someone's handicrafts I took.
yeah.
I got that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's for let's be real, the overlap of Homestuck and Media Money is probably 100%.
Hopefully,
Oh,
I mean there sucks. Have you read Homestuck,
Hi.
Toby?
I have read the first act.
Of
Good
course.
enough.
That doesn't count. I mean, it kind of counts, but most people who try to read Homestuck give up in Act 1 or 2. So
Yeah.
I
I know,
don't
I give
personally
up.
count that as having actually, properly experienced Homestuck. You
Yeah, but
just
Act 1
dip your
Act
feet
1
in
is the
and
filter
then that.
though. That's like the whole point. It's the filter. If you don't like math, get the fuck out.
That is
I
actually
like-
true.
I liked Act 1 a lot. I liked the inventory system that they had.
Oh, then
going
you'll
on.
like the rest of the comic because it's all shit like that, except
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
drama.
Act 1 is like 100 pages, isn't it? It's not that very long.
It's like 250 or so.
I see.
I think the exact number is 246, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
I mean, you'd know if anyone would.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, I'm always surprised when people are surprised that we say we like Homestuck, because my whole thing that I started out as was I made Homestuck fan music, and people don't even know that I used to do that. So I'm always
I was one number off. The page end of Act 1 is actually page 247. 246 is the ending flat where John bites into the apple.
okay.
I
That
was
that
one
counts.
number off.
That
That's
counts.
weird. Why did that happen?
Probably because I
don't
know,
care about how
by heart a
cool I
lot of the page
seem.
numbers of flashes.
I already know that I am.
4109.
Jesus, that's cool. Like,
Mhm.
it's cool, but it's also kind of scary.
I mean, I like memorizing things. What can I say?
I envy you.
The next line.
Yeah. Okay. Next line.
I don't care about how cool I seem. I already know that I am.
There it is. You're doing the thing. Christ.
Grand gesture of Jane smirking.
All that cynicism. It's gonna make you a bitter, lonely person. Why do you do that to yourself?
These are realistic high
better
schoolers. Realistic
than
high
the
schoolers would just be going cringe,
You
cringe.
keep fucking a ditch for your friend groups, and you're going to end up dead in one in a few years.
Yeah, I mean, 2018, 2017, I don't know.
No, dude, in 2018, literally teenagers didn't say anything but cringe. They forgot all the other words.
And
I
nowadays,
said oof.
They said cringe and oof, and that was it.
and now they say slop. They just say slop. But this is friend slop. This is.
Does anyone know what 6'7" is?
I don't fucking know.
No fucking clue. I have no fucking clue why it's
It's
thing.
the
literally
age.
It's just
It's the age that you are when you start getting retirement.
I think it's 2 years too late. Yeah, I don't
Well,
fucking. I
in
don't,
this fucking country.
I didn't think we'd have a 6-7 mention in Cecily Wren's stream.
never,
It's frightening.
never again. I'm putting a ban. I'm putting a ban on the 6-7.
You just
Somebody in chat says all of my friends are telling me to skip to the trolls when, like, IDK, the main one I care about is June Egbert. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's a headcanon. She doesn't do that in the story ever.
Yeah, this is tough to break it to people who only know Homestuck from Clear Osmosis, but she's not transgender in the comic. I'm sorry. I mean, she could be if you wanted to be, but she's not transgender in the comic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just like a fucking normal guy. She's like the most normalest guy ever in the comic.
He's just kind of a boring dude who's the main character by virtue of, well, let's be real, by virtue of he's the first male character we see.
And arguably not really the main character by the ending of the story.
It's an ensemble piece. Let's go to the next dialogue line.
Yeah. We love talking about Homestuck here.
Living's worth that. I'll have packed more value into my life. I'll have died doing something worth doing.
I did a weird little metaphor here with like comparing life to sales amounts. It didn't really work, and I didn't keep using it. So it's honestly nothing. It's not very good.
Yeah, that metaphor is you. I only wrote I have died doing something worth doing, and you added the metaphor.
What's the point if you'll be dead? What's the point if you've hurt so many times your heart will be in pieces?
Hello, Daniel the Bug. I like your profile picture. It's very cute.
What's the value of living on sale? Without joy? Without thrill and action? What's the point of anything, man?
She said that line sincere, but I meant it sarcastic. I fucked that up. Sorry.
I mean, it works as sincere.
It does. It's just it's not something I'm complaining about. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
To live as long as you can, as is your duty as a sentient being.
Duty to whom? I'd rather blow my own head out before I'm a miserable 60-year-old hag.
So Christy wouldn't say hag anymore when she's another. That's too mean. That's too mean to 60-year-old women. That she only said that because she's 18.
Yeah, true.
No,
Cancelled.
Hunter Thompson was a horrible guy.
This is the line that I wrote that I'm pretty proud of. Is Hunter Thompson was a perfect guy.
He wasn't a good guy.
I mean, you read any of his books and he's doing like criminal shit in every one of them.
He's like hanging out with the fucking. No, he's so cool, but he sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
I'm fucking off
partied.
for now.
Something
I
you have no
watch
idea
this stream
about.
More on YouTube, but it's been fun
Okey-doke.
being here for a little bit. See you
Have
guys
fun.
later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, it's good to have you.
I know plenty about partying. You're the one who's literally saying you'll kill yourself.
I love that line because it just puts into light how fucking stupid this entire debate is. We're in scene 1, and how long have we been going? I need to stop talking.
Let me see. It's
43 minutes.
Yeah, that's not good. We gotta keep up the
We gotta speed this up.
Yeah, a pregnant pause. I would never write a pregnant pause. This is the beeline. I would never say a pause is pregnant. This is not a thing I would ever do in my life.
He gets a bad rap. But it
We're
doesn't
gonna
suit
get
my
banned from
style.
itch.io for that one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this is
also-
not safe for work anymore.
That line is my last thing. That line is a reference to a song by the band Nick Cave was in before he was Nick Cave.
The boy next door.
Yeah, Boy Next Door. Boys Next Door has a song called Shivers that is their only song. Nobody cares about any of their other songs. And it starts with, I've been contemplating suicide, but it doesn't quite suit my style. And that's like the best fucking line in rock and roll ever.
Yeah, and you know about that song because I love that song, and I'm always talking about that song. I talked about that song in Lily of the Valley. That's why
And that's
you know about
fucking
it.
why I heard it, because that fucking fanfic is why we're friends. But keep going.
Yeah, and I know about that song because Dima Foxpuss made a cover of it, and it was really good.
Guess I can't argue with that.
Okay. Chris took one last puff of her cigarette and threw it on the ground, and then she stomped it on the cigarette box. She stomped on it a few times.
You can't leave that here. You'll get in dead meat.
That's a reference to the Rod Fellows.
What's that?
You'll get in dead meat is a reference to a bit in the Rod Fellows where a guy gets in trouble and says, "Oh, I'm in real dead meat now."
Is that a reference to Go Animate?
Yes.
Fine, right.
Oh, she picked up the cigarette butt again, now almost in pieces. Christine examined the cigarette, crumpled it into the letter C. It made her shiver with fear. I don't remember that line. I don't even remember any of us writing that line. She threw it. She flew away along with the wind. It disappeared into the foggy skies, never to be seen again. Chris turned her back and started walking towards the door that led to downstairs. Jane sat there, staring at the skies as if she was searching for the cigarette that disappeared.
Hey, Jane?
Chris stopped in front of the door.
We're still friends, right?
Jane cackled, still sitting at the rooftop.
Of course, man. We're best friends forever.
Chris smiled, looking at Jane's back. The wind shook Jane's hair. Christine went downstairs. That was the last time Christine Novella and Jane Cadaver would speak until 3 years later. They would rekindle their friendship, form a band, eventually disband said band. This is the story of these two critters, their friendship and their rivalry. It starts when Christine Novella meets the raccoon post office worker known as Berlin Academia a few months after our previous tale. So I really like this paragraph where they're like, a few months after our previous tale. It's like this Star Wars intro scroll. It's like,
Yeah, it's so pulpy.
I really like it. I wanted to put something like this in the story. Yeah. Anyway, chapter 2. Yeah. Chapter 2 starts exactly the same as chapter 2 in Brass Demi's days, where it's Christine just sitting in her room and going fucking crazy. I think this is how every one of these stories is gonna start. It's just Christine doing this in her room. Anyway, lately when her friends ask her to go to shows with them, Christine's answer has pretty much always been,
Well, I'd love to, but I'm really tired from work.
Christine worked at a Dunkin' Donuts in Queens. Some days she was the only employee. When she said she was really tired from work, it was euphemistic. Really tired man, totally exhausted and worn out, decrepit like a sun-bleached skeleton, literally fucking dead and buried 6 feet underground. And then disinterred? I actually don't know that word. I don't know what that
It
means.
means to dig someone out of a grave.
Oh, I see.
It only means that.
Nice. In order to steer her organs, that last part kind of crazy it up. And then re-fucking buried. Work meant getting yelled at strangers. This is not necessarily a euphemism as much as it was specifically the American definition of the word work. When she went home, she usually spent about 6 hours scrolling Twitter and smoking pot until she fell asleep. Just because this is what she was doing right now. She recently quit caffeine. The smell of coffee was enough to make her sick these days, so a lot of the time she just fell asleep on her keyboard. This was unhealthy, but no one was looking, so it didn't matter. We were made at once fully aware of all the world's hikikomori. The mere act of being perceived would cause some kind of butterfly effect sea change. When people are alone, they gain certain blindness. This is the meaning of the phrase bachelor pad. I didn't
so
know.
hard on my Tim Rogers impression.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant until you wrote this.
Nice.
So this was what happened. I promise I'm not making this up. So this is a very Cecily line that we wrote. I promise I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
You
Script on it.
yeah. The armor of Christina Vella's miserable daily post-work routine has one small gap in it. It was pierced with no warning or lead up by the dumbest tweet this young woman had ever seen. Next page. Christine's Achilles here is this tweet by a Dixiecore musician. This musician was from some Midwest podunk where queer people congregate for some reason. Chicago or like Christine, no, Iowa? Is Iowa a city? This Discord musician made a name for themselves with complex sound design and highly sexual lyrics. So I think this is based on a true story. I'm not gonna say who this was, but I'm pretty sure we actually
I'm not
saw
saying
this.
who this was, but it was funny.
Here's the tweet that this musician made this morning. Burned on the White House. Doggy Bone Distribution says, a lot of traumatic stuff has been happening in my life that's been making me really reconsider my relationship to this community. All wounds have been reopening, and I'm really not sure where to go in my life lately. So Christine is reading this. She feels utterly numb. All of the empathy in her has been sucked out by the working week. A nearly muted part of her wants to fly out to Topeka or fucking whatever and give this person a big ass hug. But a very loud part of her is making the sound that an amp makes when it's unplugged, drowning everything else out. Plot twist. I've been revisiting the Bible lately and reconsidering my relationship with it. Christine did not read the rest of the tweet. She got out of her chair unheard of, and dumped the floor on angry, anxious reflex without even noticing she was doing it.
So they are animal people. That's a little reminder.
Yeah, she dumps because she's a bunny. She's a rabbit. And then she grabbed her guitar and started playing it. I fuck up your god, I twist his neck, I spear and sword and burn his eyes, I chop off and roast his totally private parts. I'm not made in his image, he's made in mine. That goes pretty hard.
I'm reading a lot of fucking Emily Dickinson. This dude I fucking wrote that.
Yeah, this is all immersed, fully formed. The rest of the song fell apart into the new noodling chords and humming. It was cut immediately short by a text from her landlord. Hi Chris, I don't know what you're doing up there, but you might want to keep it down. She put the guitar down. She stopped singing. What time is it? Like 8 in the evening. Christ. She scrolled through her unread messages. One was from Adelaide, which she ignored for the sake of her own mental health. One was from our bass player, Jane Cadaver. I was gonna make Dusk read this, but I don't think she did. So I just turned it into narration. So he said, Christine, I am attending a show at Pecos this Saturday. One of those pop punk bands you like for some reason is opening. If I am to subject myself to that drivel, you are going to come along with me. Yeah. I do not care how tired you are. I am extremely bored. If need be, I will give you my girlfriend's Adderall. Pecos is Trans Pecos, a venue in Brooklyn owned by some rich asser everyone hates. It's also the venue that all the
IRL too.
Yeah. This is only we can write this because we actually have experience. Or the New York queer artists play. What a word, huh? Hold on, what day of the week was it? Because his phone rang.
Christine, it's me. I'm here.
It was her. She was here.
Hey,
Chris had her forehead. She had a headache for some reason.
yeah, what day is it?
Thursday. It is Thursday, darling.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm eating something. I'm chewing.
Cecily
Okay.
McCann.
I didn't realize I wasn't muted. Fuck.
It's okay.
What?
We didn't hear you, I think. I didn't hear anything. Anyway, Christine searches through her drawer for some ibuprofen.
So, I don't know. I'm not feeling Saturday, you know. I think I gotta rest.
Rest for what?
From work. Yeah, I've been really tired lately.
There it was again.
Huh.
Yeah, Friday shift, it's gonna be a busy one.
It's not on Friday. It's 9 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, but that's the day after. Not gonna lie, still too close.
You don't sleep at night?
I mean, I gotta sleep at night, and then also sleep during the day, preferably.
So you're just going to sleep for 24 hours, is what you're saying?
Yep.
Christine could hear Jane sigh from the other side end of the receiver.
You used to not be so pathetic, you know this.
Yes.
Transpecos, 9 p.m. Saturday. Take a shower and show up in good fit, will you? That's all.
Then Jane hung up. Christine proceeded to spend the next 2 days in further states of perpetual hangover. She wondered whether or not to go to the show. It's not like she was lying to Jane. Friday shift that week really was exhausting. Customers took forever to say the words caramel macchiato and held up the line for 5 minutes. Anyway, when Saturday morning came, Christine really did just went to sleep all day. It was Jane we were talking about. She hadn't seen Jane in a month. She hadn't seen most of her friends in forever, actually. Lila checks up for enough fun every day, but that's about it. She hadn't seen Adelaide and... Shit, Adelaide. Fuck. Oh, well, let's forget about that. What better to forget about that than to go mosh in the pit for a few hours, huh? Let's go. Okay, Christine arrived at Transpecus about 30 minutes before the show started. She entered the building. The venue looked like less of a concert hall and more like a big apartment building. It made it feel more like a house party. There were many people inside, and few of them said hi to Christine, recognizing her. She murmured, yeah, as she passed through the crowd. Christine found Jane at the front of the crowd. She was talking to the band. When she noticed Christine, she went up to her.
Christine, you're here.
Jane gave a devious smirk.
Surprising, but welcome.
Yeah, Transpecos, huh? We played here once.
Highlight of our career.
What happened to SS? That place was nice.
Dude, don't say that name here. Owner got outed as a Nazi.
That's a reference to a club that they went to in Blast Damage days that was called SS, and some people are like, it's called. I watched some Let's Plays of Blast Damage days, and everyone was like, SS. That's a bad name for a club. And I was like, wow, that is a bad name for a club, huh? I should. And I came up with that joke that I wanted to put in the secret.
I realized something just now about Jane's design that I totally forgot to draw is like her, the white parts on the inside of her jacket, and now I'm angry because I forgot them. I always forget something.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the Jane drawing you drew pretty soon, but I didn't even notice. So you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Kristen changed her expression.
Guess we should have figured that out from the name.
Fucking no, right?
Okay, the lights began to change in the venue as the band started testing out the equipment.
Lilith isn't here today?
Yeah, not feeling like it, I guess.
That's unlike her.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Jane sounded concerned.
How's Adelaide?
Christine tried to divert her eyes elsewhere.
She's great, man.
You taking care of her?
Yep.
Good.
Jane looked at Christine. She took a good look at her friend. Christine was wearing a user attire, but there's something about her face, her expression, that made Jane worried. about to speak on this until she heard one of the opening band's members call out to her again. So I totally forgot that this band that Jane went to meet is like the opening band. Usually when you say the opening band, you mean like the first band that plays. But later on, you learn that a different band plays plays at the beginning. So I totally forgot about the fact that she came to see the opening band.
No, that's just what shows are like. That's just what shows are like. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, darling, I'm actually glad you came. Have some fun, yeah? I'll catch up with you later.
All
I
right,
love
see you,
that.
dude.
You know what?
I love Jane's sprite here.
Oh yes, this is her smile sprite.
I was like, how do I make her look non-threatening?
Yeah, this is Jane's smile.png.
Smile, Jane.
Smile Jane. As Jane backed away so that Christine further into the crowd, she mingled with the people, said complimentary hellos and how do you do's as it was her
Wait,
first
fuck, I missed that. It's mingled, not mangled.
mangled like the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
No, she mingled with an I.
But now it's Five Nights at Freddy's. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is one typo. One typo. We don't have to update the whole fucking visual novels for this. People still knew her as the singer of Breast Damage Days, but at this point, she wasn't faced by that. Oh yeah, here's Berlin. Let's go. Best character. Eventually, she happened to notice a girl in the back of the corner of the room. She was like a raccoon girl, dressed in t-shirts and short shorts. It's pretty rare to find a girl dressed so plainly around here. She was looked up 15 years old, but she's way too young for the venue. Then again, Christine didn't know if this was an all ages show. When Christine approached the girl looked at Christine and smiled.
Hey, are you a celebrity?
Do I know you?
No, but everyone else seems to.
So if anyone's wondering, Serena does sound like that, and yes, she does just talk like a 15-year-old. She just sound like that.
Yeah, that's what she sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what pop punk fans are like.
Ah, yeah. I used to be in a band that played around here.
Yeah, whatever.
Raccoon girl readjusted her hair. She genuinely didn't care.
I don't actually know music very well. My friend suggested I should come, but she's not here, so I'm just alone.
Nothing worse than getting fucked over at a hangout like that.
Oh well, she does that sometimes. I don't mind. It's the weekend too. Thought it might be a momentary diversion on the path to the grave.
Is
I
that a
wrote
beeline?
that.
Yeah, that's a beeline. I was like, I wouldn't write that. I won't write that. But
Hope it's fun enough for you. If I remember correctly, the second or third band that plays is a really exciting one.
Oh, I'll trust that recommendation. If it's from a rock star.
Serena also part of the laugh here because I said they bought laugh. pretty good. Christine awkwardly probably might have just laughed like that naturally.
I'm Berlin, by the way.
Christine.
That was when the opening band started playing. See, I say it's the opening band, but obviously that's not the same band I was talking about before. I'm so pissed off about that right now. The opening band
Shows
was
are just like that.
yeah. The rock duo consisting of a keyboardist and a drummer, sort of like a They Might Be Giants type setup. They played nerdy piano rock songs. So I actually wanted to make a song for each of the bands that play in here, but I didn't do that because there was be too much effort. And I don't really know how to write They Might Be Giants type songs. I don't really know. But I should try someday.
They were funny.
Oh, by the way, the song playing in the background right now is actually made by B. I just put a B song in the thing. This is a B song.
I win.
Yeah, you win. This is a song called Cracker.
B stays winning.
Yep.
It's not called
Okay,
Cracker.
gotta
it's
look
called
these guys
Crackle.
up after the show.
Yeah, it's called Cracker. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, that's what I said.
All right.
Cracker is what you are, not the song.
True.
Okay. The second band was the band Christine was talking about. They were a 4-piece emo band that combined post-hardcore influences to the saxophone sound sort of sound like a riffy version of Street Life Manifesto. These two bands are just like bands I wish I could that existed in real life that I could listen to. So if you know of bands that sound like these, please let me know. I would like to listen to these bands.
Oh, you were right. It ruled.
Yeah, I've never heard them live before, actually. That was great.
I just want to sing really loudly now.
Singing can be fun when you aren't worried about how you sound.
Maybe I'll just go home now, sing along to my favorite songs.
I hope you have fun then.
Elaine looked at Christine, staring at her intently. Christine wasn't sure what to make of it.
Wanna come with and hang out? We can buy a few drinks on the way.
Christine looked at the girl again. She was suddenly taller than Christine, but her face and overall attire suggested a much younger age range. I don't know why that's funny to me. Christine nervously looked around.
Sure, I would love to, but are you old enough?
Bro, I'm 25.
Pauline doesn't really have like
Sabrina
the.
age.
That is Serena's age, yeah. Yeah, they are. I think they are 25. Except for Lila is I think Lila is younger. So is Ada. I think Ada is like. Ada's just an age at best. Let me say she's like 22 or 23. And then I imagine Lila to be older than them, so like 27, 28.
Yeah, she's like she has actually had her own life.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Pauline doesn't have like an annoyed or like angry sprite, so she just goes back to a normal face when she's annoyed.
Oh,
It's like a tidal wave that washed over Christine. The ocean was over your grave.
Fuck you.
hell yeah then. Why the fuck not?
Okay, Pauline led Christine by the hand. Pauline's flat. I keep calling houses a flat because I have this British demon in my ear. Keep telling me to do that.
Yeah, it's called you. It's you. You're the British demon.
Yeah. Was not too far away from the venue. They just had to take a bus for a dozen minutes or so. They opened the can of beer they bought from a liquor store and started singing karaoke. Pauline had a karaoke mic and everything. Christine sang Jack Runstock songs while Pauline sang Billy Joel and Elton John tracks. That's kind of I imagine Pauline to be into that kind of music. They found out that they had a mutual love of Ouija though. And they fucked and slept together until next morning. Chapter 3. Here's Pauline's theme, which I made. I wanted Pauline's theme to be a bit silly.
Oh my god, Discord had this glitch when I was listening to Berlin's theme where every single file that I listened to afterwards was just Berlin's theme and I could not escape it. It was following me.
Pauline haunts you for the rest of your life now. It's
Berlin
Pauline.
is hacking your computer.
It's Pauline all the way down. The morning after, Christina Vela woke up with a hangover. Again, it was pretty familiar experience. So she reached out to a drawer to find some ibuprofen, Tylenol, Percocet. Is it Percocet?
No, it's Percocet.
Percocet. Anything really. She opened her eyes and found two things. What's an unfamiliar ceiling? That's Neon Genesis Evangelion reference.
We all love Evangelion.
Yeah, and second, a naked girl by the side of on the bed. Memories came rushing in: the show, Berlin, karaoke, and sex. It happened all so naturally. All things considered, it was an amazing night. A pang of guilt started staring into Christine's heart. Part of it was because she felt guilty when she felt happy about anything. There was a part of it that felt like she didn't deserve to find pleasures in life. There was something about happiness that felt wrong, criminal even. It was as if she wasn't allowed to feel such things. In the past, she had committed to a hedonistic lifestyle that only now had caught up to her. When she moved around in her bed, she opened her eyes, she lifted her arms up and stretched them out.
Good morning.
Morning.
And
They're
Keon.
both so cute.
They sound so cute, right? They have such cute voices. They're
Yeah.
nice. Christine jammed Balin Academia as she did some stretches. Her shoulders and outer edges of her torso and tummy were covered in a darker gray. And center was lighter in tone. Right now she should be naked, but there's no naked sprite for us, so she's just in here.
Why not?
Because we didn't draw it. We
Because
didn't want. We get bad
we
from
can get banned from
itch.io.
itch.io.
Complemented nicely with her green bra, being her favorite color as Christine will later on. She was torn, wearing out. She was hefty in the abdomen region. That's a great way to say someone's fat, by the way. She was hefty in the abdomen region. Only a thing Cecily would ever write. Christine wasn't going to lie to herself, but it was hard as fuck. She anxiously addended. Well, addended? Is that a word? I think that's a word. But she also has a lovely personality. Kristen loved how dorky Balin was and how much Monarch she was, but it's true. One of the reasons why she talked to Raccoon at all was because of how attractive she was. Not a good look if you thought she was 15 at first, Christine. You didn't think about this.
She's kind of Scott Pilgriming it.
No. I mean, Christine felt even more guilty for being so objectifying. There was something about Balin that attracted Christine beyond the superficial physicalities. Plainness, her dorkiest nature, her tall posture. So almost seems she was a contrast to everything someone knew. Someone she knew well. Oh, it's Adelaide Avalanche. Look, let's just stop beating around the bush here. Christine and Adelaide has been talking to each other for a while now. A few months actually. They still had brief correspondences, mostly from Ada's side. Oh yeah, it's Ada, by the way. Socks said Ada, I think. When
Yeah, because he asked me and I said, "Oh, it's Adeline, so it should be Ada." Completely forgetting. Fuck. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I like to think that Lila gets it wrong and Ada is like, let's just roll with it. She doesn't get mad at stuff like that.
Yeah, that's canon now. Yeah.
It's okay. But the relationship was on hold, as both of them put it. They hadn't broken up or anything. They still wanted to make that thing work, whatever it was. But Christine was in a weird period in her life right now. The overwhelming presence of Bad Medallion had cleared away, but with it came an agitating sense of guilt and anxiety over her life. She wasn't sure if music was her life anymore. At this point, she could see herself working at Dunkin' for years to come. Become a manager, settle down. Ada wasn't sure about that. Christine continued to plummet into unhealthy habits. While it became increasingly obvious that Adelaide could not take care of the rabbit in such ways. She had school and other things to worry about, so they had put things on hold. They could resume it any time they wanted. Now this wasn't the time. Christine continued to stare at Berlin as she sank into thought. Berlin felt a bit uncomfortable and smiled nervously. She sat upright.
Stop staring. I'm staring the fuck back.
I wrote that because
Sorry.
it felt like something Serena would say.
Oh yeah, there's a BS line.
No problem.
As Berlin rubbed her eyes, Christine stared off into an empty space.
I think I have to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Berlin looked for a water bottle because she was thirsty.
I might already be in a relationship.
Might?
Oh, she does have an annoyed sprite. I just forgot to put it in the earlier scene. This is our annoyed sprite.
It's really cute too. I'm very proud of it.
It's a little pout. Oh, Berlin looked at Christine confused.
I have a girlfriend, but it's complicated. We're on hold right now.
On hold.
Yeah, we're just not really seeing each other at the moment. But I still love her, you know? I want to make it work. I'm sorry to drop this on you now.
Pauline laughed. She did not look at Chris. She looked like she was smiling.
Yeah? That's something I'd like to have known before having sex with you.
Sorry, really.
But
Pauline wondered for a moment.
makes it hotter, so
I guess?
are you two an open thing?
I don't know. We never talked about it. But
But
Pauline leaned close to Christine.
I don't think she would mind.
and what are you gonna do if she does?
I don't friggin' know. Guess we'd break up?
You wouldn't like that.
I would hate that. Yeah.
Well, sounds like something you two should have sorted out beforehand. Now I'm roped into it. I'm a character in you two's whole plot.
Sorry.
Pauline sighed.
It's alright.
You sound mad.
Well, of course I'm mad, but I guess it's also kind of thrilling. It's possible to make it a good time when something goes supremely wrong. Makes me feel alive, you know? Like, oh, I'm now in the middle of a pseudo-affair. That's kind of fun, it's kind of exciting, it's kind of like the plot of a visual... Never mind.
We had a fight about that in the Google Doc. We fought over that in the Google Doc. We were like erasing each other.
Yeah, I was trying to get her to not say the last line, the last sentence, and our compromise was that it cuts out and then she says, "Never mind." That's a compromise.
Yeah, no one is happy.
Oh, okay.
Christine laughed at that. Pauline tilted her head.
You're weird.
You're weirder, Christina Vella.
This sprite of Christine is kind of weird and makes it look like more like a rabbit. But it's also the kind of the only sprite where she's smiling. So you know.
She's racist. She's an artist named Kate Wertz.
Kate Wertz,
Never
yup.
heard that name before.
Pauline lied down on a bed again, staring at the ceiling again.
Love, sex...
That's again twice in a row. You don't do that in English. That makes me angry. That makes me angry.
The intro to Super Mario World does that.
Yeah, so it's okay for anyone to do it.
Yup.
Yeah, Mario did it.
Hello, Kaji. I know you from the Discord server. Welcome.
Love, sex, relationships. It's also fucking stupid, I think.
Yeah. I never put too much stake into it before Ada. Ada was like... Oh, that's my girlfriend, by the way.
I figured.
She was like a light that shined in the darkness that was my life.
We got Shakespeare
know
up
that
in
one.
here.
What?
She was like a light that
I did
shined
not
in
rate
the
that one.
darkness that was my
Yeah,
life.
that's a Cecily line. Sometimes Christine gets like very sappy,
We got Shakespeare up in here.
so I had to immediately counterbalance it by making fun of her about it.
But like in an affectionate way.
Yeah. Roland Christine ignored her.
That's why I want to do right by her. But we did talk a lot about how neither of us felt romance was so confining for both of us.
Like...
I just always thought love was such a possessive thing for most people. Like you want complete control of your partner? I don't fuck with that.
And she agreed.
Pretty much. Well, I had someone who was like that before Ada. She was insane, though.
Oh?
It's not a big deal. Just someone thoroughly checked out of reality. That might inform how I view these things in general.
There was a bit of silence. Then Pauline sat upright again.
Yeah, I guess I had an ex too. It kind of shapes how I think to this day. No hard feelings for her, though. She was good to me.
What was her name?
Pauline stared up into the clock, curious about the time.
Jean.
By the way, all the backgrounds in this visual novel are like stock images that I put an oil painting filter over. That's a very classic visual novel strat.
Yeah. It's very traditional.
Yeah, it's very Umineko slash. Umineko was like real pictures that the author took at like an island. I didn't go to that extent, but
They go to an island.
I could go to an island. But this I picked this room for Berlin because it was very colorful and like cute, and I thought that's kind of room that Berlin would have. Like this, like I think these are like plushies in the left side here. I thought Berlin would have this kind of room, even though it looks very fancy for like a place that one person lives in. But Christine laughed, amused by this.
See, that's also my best friend's name.
Yeah, like Jane Cadaver.
I made her smile here because the intent is that she thinks it's kind of impossible for that to be the case. So she's like, oh yeah, like Jane Cadaver, yeah. That's kind of what I was intending it. The world was suddenly a very cold place. Berlin started staring at her, confused again.
Maybe.
Okay, that's
a good expression.
That scared Christine expression, yeah.
Yeah.
Chapter 4. Jane Cadaver was pissed off. After
She
the
was
show,
pissed off.
yep, she was pissed off. She had to get up early for the Sunday shift at the diner. She went to clock in with Lilith, who walked up with her there. There was no time to rest. She was serving these tables like her life depended on her. Otherwise, she got yelled at because of the fish and chips were too fishy. Fuck, it's supposed to be like that. Or the omelet was supposed to have no yolks. So this whole sequence is a reference to Tick Tick Boom, which is an autobiography about Jonathan Larson, who's the creator of Rent. And he actually worked at a historic New York diner called the Moondance Diner, and they in at least the movie they actually got the location, the actual diner to film it there, which is pretty cool. Anyway, otherwise you got tipped maybe twice or thrice price. Was that a thing? Bye bye, Kaji. As she was wiping tables, a news broadcast could be heard from television. It was about a school shooting. Jane sighed. She wished she could be up on stage, playing her bass guitar, singing her heart out. She wished she was writing a song that would define a generation of punk kids for the foreseeable future. She wished she was making history, making it as an artist, making her friends proud, being a legend in her own right. She wished she was Christina Vella, recognized by her peers everywhere. She wished she was something. But it was 9:30 on a Sunday morning at the Moonlight Diner. She wasn't going anywhere.
That's why I'm just a waiter.
Wait, it was 9:30 in the morning. Ah,
No, this is the after the shift. This is supposed to be night. Yeah, it's okay. If it was supposed to be a different time, I would have told you. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is after the 10-hour shift, so this would be 7:30 now.
Who drew this one? This is crazy.
No, and that's 10 hour. But if it's 10 after 9, it would be, yeah, it'd be 7. Yeah. Math! Wow! Jane cracked open the can of beer back doors after her shift ended. She's after the shift. This is Jane's theme, which I think is my favorite song in the soundtrack now. It's pretty good.
Just go
The
with
theme
some
of this stream is
tables,
that none of us
waiter.
can do math.
Ugh.
I'm terrible at math. I got a 0 score at a math test once when I was in high school.
Awesome.
It's hard to get a 0 score. Like if you guess all the answers, you could get at least like 1 right. I got 0 right. That's hard. That's fucking. That's playing on
Fucking heartbreaking.
that's playing on hard difficulty mode.
At least we're
That's
just
Bart
artists and not
Simpson
starving
shit.
artists.
What?
Ew, who's that voice?
They sound like a gay boy.
True, a little gay boy.
Some kind of little gay fox boy was on the voice cast for this video game. I mean, sorry, this novel.
It's not a game. Let's have the orange juice.
Yeah, we're living the life, sipping alcohol in a dingy back alley after a 10-hour weekend shift.
We totally does this, but she really sounds like she has done a 10-hour weekend shift before.
And well, I'm sure she has.
Yeah.
I like money.
Yay.
Me too, darling, but my shoulders are sore as bloody hell.
Want a massage when we're back home?
If you insist.
Jane continued drinking the can. She looked up at the night sky. It was about 7 p.m. Oh, I got the math right. Wow, I got the math right.
Cecily Rand's Math Redemption.
Redemption arc. And the moon was out for the location.
I'm just
Most
not
bunnies
sure
can't even
about
do
any
math.
of this anymore.
Most bunnies can't do anything. They just eat, and they sleep, and they dump.
And they hop.
They hop, and they dump, and they do a binky. That's what bunnies
That's all I do.
do. We had 2 bunnies in the stream. Wow.
Yeah.
Not sure of what.
All of this shit.
Daniel?
Wiping tables, getting called a faggot, getting paid minimum wage, all while playing shows to a dozen or so people every week. What's the fucking point? Where's the art? Where's the magic?
It's been your dream.
Yeah, and now I have a day job and it sucks. We're 24, Lilith. 24!
Oh, they're 24. I thought they were 25. They're 24, yeah. They would have been... Yeah, okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, so Lily would be like a year or 2 younger.
Yeah, and my point still stands. Have you heard about Rebecca from high school?
Rebecca McKinsley? What about her?
She's working at a bloody law firm.
Wow. Good for her.
So Sox did a bunch of takes on this line specifically. He wasn't sure how to do it. So I went with this one where she kind of sounds genuinely like glad for this person. Like, what? Good for her. Like, yeah. Well, he also did a bunch of takes that were like, wow, good for her. Like, a bit more like that. It was fun going through these lines.
Wow. Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bad for us.
I heard Tyler Givenson is a marketing exec at Apple now.
I don't know where I got the name Givenson from. I think McKinsley is like a company name.
Yeah, but Givenson is this sort of name that you come up with when you're asked to come up with an American name. Is you come up with Tyler Givenson because, like,
Tyler
it's like I've never seen the name Givenson, but it's like the rules of that kind of Anglo name works off of.
It's like that one meme of the baseball game with a bunch of fake American names.
Yeah.
like Zach Digney.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the
Zach
girls who
Dickney,
bullied
what?
us for being emo are now all accountants and shit.
By the way, I want to admire this picture by Toby. It's very good, very nice, very very pretty. They look really good.
Yay.
It conveys everything.
Yeah, and I just like the I like the colors, like Jane kind of blends into the purple background, which is kind of nice. I think that's kind of a nice effect.
I was scared about that because I remember when I was drawing it, I sent it to like my friend and I was like, "Does this look good? Like, is this good enough?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just think Jane kind of like blends into the background a lot." And I'm like, "Shit, should I fix that?" But I ended up keeping it.
Oh yeah, I think that works because she's kind of blends. it kind of fits her character. Is what I'm saying basically. Also the what's it called? The nice guy, with the clouds and the moon is very. I just like it. I like the background. The background's very pretty. I didn't expect all the artists to do backgrounds. I was like, I just told them like, yeah, put like a gradient, put like a color gradient in the background. You don't need that on backgrounds, but they all the backgrounds. Yeah.
I had a vision in my brain, and I had to do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your work. Little chocolate there.
Don't laugh, look at us. We're at the bottom of the social hierarchy.
Well, at least we're doing what
Yeah,
we
I think
love doing.
I think I recorded takes of me chuckling a couple times.
Oh yeah,
This boy loves to chuckle.
chocolate boy.
Isn't that
Just like
important?
Sonic, I chuckle.
One thing is the songs does peak a little bit in this in these takes. when,
No, his voice does that in real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, Dusk agrees with me.
Yeah. Jane thought about that for a moment. It was funny because it sounded exactly what Christine was told her years ago. When they met again after high school, it was an odd reunion because of how instantly they clicked again. It was like 3-4 years hadn't gone by at all. They were writing some music together and talking about their favorite bands like nothing had happened at all. Most importantly, Christine still hadn't grown up, which earned Jane's respect oddly enough. Jane admired how Christine wanted to make it in the music scene. She loved that fiery optimism about her best friend, despite what she said all those years ago. Secretly, she wished she could have had that for herself. When Best Day them broke up, it was like something about their dynamic was threatened. Christine was no longer the eternal optimist, Jane the stone-like pessimist. Christine was worn out, tired. It was a side of her friend that Jane had never seen before. Jane was immensely concerned for Christine. Somehow, in this time of trial, Jane was able to stand up and mimic what she admired about Christine. She kept going and didn't abandon her dreams, continuing onwards. Then something unimaginable happened. Christine found herself a girlfriend, a stable one, one that's good for her. Jane couldn't believe it, but it was reality. Jane was truly happy for once. It kind of seemed like everything was going in the right trajectory. It was until recently when Christine basically stopped talking to everyone. Lila told Jane the other day that she suspected Chris was no longer seeing Ada. That would make sense considering Christine's state of affairs currently. Jane didn't want to pry, but she was concerned. Chris was her best friend since high school, if you don't count the years between high school and adulthood when they were friends.
Lilith, what do you think about Christine lately?
I haven't talked to her in a while. Didn't you see her yesterday?
Yeah, and she disappeared into God knows where. Maybe off to fuck with some random cunt.
You just liked making Dusk swear.
I like the word cunt.
It is a
You
fun
can't
word.
say that on YouTube.
It's been like 2
s-
hours. It's okay.
Oh yeah, so when I was recording, I was like too focused on like looking at the script, so I wasn't really looking at what it looked like. And I noticed that it was peaking after I was done recording everything, but I was like, I don't want to redo everything. So sorry.
It doesn't take that much. I could do some post processing to fix it. It's okay.
I like to
Well, I would
process
hope
and
not.
post.
I would feel bad for Ada.
Yeah, so it's Ada, but
Ada.
he said
Yeah,
it like Adam.
It's
just
my
how-
fault. Literally, it's my fault.
That's just how it
Ada
works,
sounds
isn't it?
cute.
Yeah, and it is Adelaide, so Ada would be a bit closer to that, but
It's fine.
yeah. Also, hello, Beiju Cloudy. Welcome to the stream.
Azel Cloudy is my bestest friend in the whole world.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you for coming to the stream. I hope
Yay!
How are you enjoying this Toby piece, this Toby artwork?
Who knows what that can of worms is like right now?
Yeah, sounds like she's going through a tough time.
No shit.
Do you think it's hitting her harder than Beth did?
Then wonder for a second. Bad Medallion, Christine's previous partner. A real nutcase if you ask Jane, but Jane didn't complain. Hooray, she was the only stable partner Christine could have found. In hindsight, she really wished she had complained.
No, I think she'll get through this.
Oh, thank you, Baser. Thank you, Baser. I forgive you for what you did in the video game Omori now.
You think so?
Little Wonder with doe-like eyes. It's funny because she's a beaver, but and not a doe. But you know.
Yeah.
I wonder how she's doing right now.
As a matter of fact, me too.
Jane started. It's stared, not started. No, typo alert. Minus type spelling mistake dies. Minor typing mistake dies. Christine simply told Jane that she was fine and got home safely this morning. Not that Jane saw it then, because she was too busy wiping just stains up the floor. Jane stared at her. Hey, this time it's correct. It's a bit more egregious because it's this paragraph right after. For some reason, she felt the nervous clenching in her heart. It's a weird, uncharacteristic moment of hesitation for Jane. She looked at Lilith. Lilith finished sipping on her pack of orange juice and threw it away into the trash can. Lilith noticed Jane staring and smiled back at her. Jane smiled.
Are you gonna call her?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. It's too late.
Maybe tomorrow?
Yeah.
Jane stared at her phone again.
Tomorrow.
Okay, that's chapter 5, and I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna go get a drink.
True. I should probably use the bathroom then.
Okay, I'd take like a minute. Like 30 seconds.
Intermission.
Okay, I'm back. I like this song. This song is like the most complete song in the horror soundtrack. It's supposed to sound like a song from the Suzumiya Haruhi soundtrack. I think it's called Itsumo no Fuke or something like that. I think that's the name of the song. If you search it up, you can tell that it sounds like that song. Anyway, this is the city theme. So it's the city theme, but it also just plays whenever it's like a slice of life moment. Anyway, I think Toby is still gone, but we can read the things there. Monday mornings were a nightmare for Christine. She had been terrible at waking up in the morning since she was young, and she had already been late to work several times in the course of a few months. She got up at 8 a.m., had to turn up 8 different alarms she had set in the process. She got on the subway and clocked in, got into the uniform, made some coffee. She served some donuts. Got yelled out a few times. Hi. Welcome back.
Hello.
She hated Monday mornings. After her shift, she saw a text from none other than Berlin Academia. She dreaded having to open it. Things have been a bit awkward since the last time they spoke. Berlin was oddly enough not surprised to find out that Chris knew Jane. She even says she had a feeling about it. Christine felt a bit weirded out by it, but most of all, she kind of felt really guilty about fucking Jane's ex without Jane knowing about it, so she got out of there. They exchanged numbers though. Berlin was saying hi and asking if Chris was doing okay. She's also said to call her when Chris is free. Chris stared at her phone, waiting for the train to come in the subway station. She wasn't sure what they talk about. She was sort of terrified to talk to Berlin now, but she couldn't deny there was a guilty kind of attraction here as well. The more wrong it felt, the harder it felt as well. Chris tapped on the car icon. So this is supposed to be outside, but the background is inside of our home. I should really just the backgrounds. I'm now thinking about that. It's okay. It's okay. It's a minor mistake. It's okay.
Oh, Christine.
Hey,
How are you since yesterday?
tired, I guess. What are you up to?
Just drying my hair.
Nice.
A little bit of awkward silence.
You always this quiet on the phone.
I guess.
What's up with you? You seem a lot sadder.
I'm just always like this.
You feeling a pang of guilt after yesterday or something?
Oof, I suppose, yeah.
Man, you'd be hotter if you didn't give a shit about it.
Do you?
Oh, I do. I'm also just enjoying this for what it's worth as well.
You're a strange girl, Berlin.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, Christy got on the train she was waiting for.
Hey, you got time tomorrow?
My shift ends a bit early, so yeah, actually.
We should hang out again.
Really?
Yeah, man, why not?
A lot of reasons, actually.
Okay, that's true. I don't know, we can just be friends, doing friend stuff. Two regular buddies, little old pals.
you can hear Sharina trying not to laugh there.
Little old pals who fucked.
True. That parents do that. Homies. Just little homie
That's
things.
true.
No more homie things.
You feeling me?
you can totally tell she's trying not to laugh. That's so funny. Yeah.
Sure.
Plus,
Berlin could hear Kristen could hear Berlin getting something from a table, maybe comb or a dryer. Hello, Toaster 9119. You have a Splatoon image, which is very cool.
I didn't even see it. Oh, it is.
I am back. I got apple cider.
Yay! Just like almost
Oh,
kind of like Lilith. Lilith got orange juice, but apple cider is similar
Yeah.
enough.
Apple cider is like what Applejack makes in My Little Pony.
This is very true.
apple cider is the Sox version of orange juice.
True. It's not alcoholic, right? Cider is even though cider. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I have a ton I want to ask you, and you do too.
Yeah.
So we can get to know each other. Cool.
Kristen sat down on a seat next to her. Kind of a weird sentence. They decided to meet up at 4 p.m. at a park tomorrow. Christine sat there on the rumbling train seat, wondering how that was even gonna go. She started dozing off and fell asleep, still half an hour away from her destination. Hey, it's stick drawing time. This drawing is so good that I used it twice in the original novel. It's pretty good.
It's beautiful.
It is very beautiful, and I like how they drew Berlin. Berlin looks very good in this one, and they have like ska socks, like checkerboard socks. Very good, very nice.
Pick
I
it
like
up.
how
Pick it
I
up,
like
pick it
how
up.
Stick like draws characters very well in relation to like whatever background they're in. Like this
True.
scene always just fits really well.
Yes. We better tell them more of that.
Yes.
Blaine was modestly dressed in a pink shirt and blue jeans. Christine always wore what she wore outside. She wasn't one for fashion. Birds were singing. Flowers were blooming. Kiss like you. While Blaine was going off on a rant about her workplace. She worked at the post office. This is what she said. Here was what she said.
Hey, I need to ship out this package. Okay, what zip code is it going to? It's going to 720 West, 8000 North. Okay, but what's the zip code? Let me look it up.
That kind of sounds like the theme song to Danganronpa. It sounds like that's what I thought.
It's going to...
What's your opinion on Danganronpa?
0027.
It's Danganronpa V3 is my favorite. That's all I say.
Oh, so you're a genius.
Yeah. One is pretty bad. What?
I have a bad experience with Danganronpa just because of like the amount of evil people that I've met through like Danganronpa, specifically V3. My favorite's V2, but I think V3 is probably my second favorite. It's really good, but there's so many like I don't know what just draws in the evil people to Danganronpa.
It is kind of evil.
Murder.
2 is the most consistently good, but V3 has the ending, which is like one of the greatest endings in any video game ever in the history of video
Genuinely,
games.
For fucking real.
Yeah,
It's like Metal Gear Solid 2 level good.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's
Awesome.
directly inspired by Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, but it does it better.
Yeah, it's really good. And I hope they. I really hope they don't make any more Danganronpa games. Because the ending doesn't work then. But they're probably gonna make more because they're fucking Spec Chunsoft.
Read.
Yeah. So this is apparently this is an extra New York zip code that be put into this into
Yeah, that's the zip code for like 130th Street.
Yeah. I think I just had like a random meme number. I think it was like 69,420.
I was like, it can't be that. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's inside of your package and how much is it worth? Well, I don't know, like $30?
You know, an idiot voice for saying that.
Okay, and what's inside of your package? Like DVD? Okay, well, the slowest and cheapest I can do is the 30th for about $16. Is that the cheapest you can do? Yes, that's the cheapest I can do. That's outrageous! Well, I guess I have to do it. My grandmother is dying, and she hasn't had a blowjob in 7 days.
So this whole rant is the real rant that Serena did once at like in her Discord server. She like had one of those voice notes, and
She's so cool.
Yeah, she did this whole rant, and I asked her, "Can I put it verbatim in the visual novel?" And she was like, "Okay." So technically, Serena should have a co-writer credit because this whole part she came up with it. Christine laughed out loud.
It's kind of a Romana clef in that way.
Romanic what?
Romana clef. Do you not know what that is?
Romanic cleft? What's that?
No, Roman a clef.
Roman a cleft?
I'll send it to you. I'm DMing that shit to you so you can see. It's kind of it's fucking French, so it's fake language.
Yeah, Steve la person Steve. That's totally French that I know.
Finally got you to smile again.
Sorry.
No worries.
They sat down on a bench.
Sounds like your job sucks.
I get paid more or less the same as my last job.
What was that?
Dogtopia.
Sounds fun.
I liked it.
Sorry if I'm kind of a bore.
Jeez, who hurt you?
Huh?
You're always saying sorry.
I guess. Yeah. Jane says that too.
Chris could tell the expression changed in Pauline's face when she heard the name.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's just...
Pauline struggled to find the words uncharacteristic of her.
How's she doing?
She's doing better than ever. She's a waitress at a diner.
Oh, she must hate that.
Yeah, she's playing gigs. With her girlfriend, actually.
Oh,
Pauline stared off into nothingness for a moment, seemingly surprised at herself for what she just thought about.
oh, it's nothing. I'm not sure why I'm surprised she found someone else. It's been so long.
Yeah, she's really nice, actually. Her name is Lilith.
I would like to meet her.
Lilith?
And Jean, too. I wish we got off in a nicer way.
I see.
I don't have feelings for her anymore or anything, but she was a good friend to me. I miss her sometimes.
I missed her too. We used to not be friends for a while after high school.
Oh,
We met again by pure accident, really, at some gig we both went to.
I'm glad you made up, though.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, it's not impossible for you, either.
Pauline smiled at Christine. She thanked her. She was about to say something. Chris got a phone call. It was from Jane. Speak of the devil, she muttered. She asked Pauline if she could have some time. Pauline got up and started strolling around the park.
Hello?
Really should be the other way around. The person who got a phone call should get up and go somewhere. But okay.
Christine,
Hey, Jane.
I haven't heard from you since Saturday.
I'm good, man.
Not drinking during the day, I presume.
Nope,
What are you up to?
just at home.
Oh good, I was just about to head there.
What?
Chris stood up surprised.
I got something to give you anyway. You don't mind me coming by?
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
Just looked at Pauline. Pauline waved from a few feet away. Fun thing for me to write because I don't know what a few feet means. I don't know how far that is. I have no idea. I just wrote that in because Americans. I couldn't say few meters. No one would get that.
That's
You
a
could say
reasonable
yards, they're
assessment.
basically the same thing.
I don't know what a yard is either.
A yard
A
is a
yard
meter.
is a yard is like almost a meter.
Oh, why don't you just say meter then?
Because they're different.
Not you just said they're almost the same.
Yeah,
They're almost the same, but
almost.
they're not quite.
Okay. She wasn't sure why Chris looked so panicked.
You nearby yet?
No, just about to head out. Why? No point in tidying things, I won't be there long.
Alright, then take your time. See ya.
So
What?
So Dot can just do that. She can just stop in the middle of a sentence. Pretty good. Chris hung up. She went over to Pauline.
What's up?
Gotta go, actually. Sorry.
Oh, sure. Was it Jane?
How'd you know?
I'm an Esper.
What?
Just
Is that
kidding.
kind
Had a
of
feeling.
reference to?
Yes, it's a reference to fucking what?
To Haruhi.
It is. It's a Haruhi
It's a
reference.
reference.
Yeah. It's a reference to Haruhi.
It's a
yeah.
reference.
Wait,
Yeah.
Is it Haru? Was it Haruhi?
I say Haruhi.
I'm legit gonna look it up because this is definitely not Haruhi. No, it's okay. It's a reference to Danganronpa. There's a character in Danganronpa that says I'm an Esper and says just kidding. So Danganronpa, it comes up relevant again.
Okay, well, I gotta go.
See you. We should hang out again.
Yeah.
Now Christine waved goodbye to Belen and started walking quickly back to her flat, calling it a flat again. That's gonna happen a few times.
Rid yourself of the British mind virus.
I'm trying.
I go.
That's actually racist.
British
to
isn't
Brit-
a race.
To British people?
Yeah. You're doing a
Okay, I'm
caricature.
sorry. I'm so sorry to British people. I'm really sorry.
I'm not sorry.
It's alright. They aren't people.
True.
Oh, she had to step over some clothes, and Christine was trying to throw all the trash into the bin.
Oh, hey, come in.
Pardon me.
Want a drink?
This is a fucking. That's such a Jane thing to
Pardon
say.
me.
Pardon me, while entering a shitty apartment.
Want a drink?
Scarred on me.
Christine dropped all of the bags of potato chips into the trash bin and moved on to the sink. The refrigerator was located next to it.
No, I'll pass.
Oh,
Christine took out a can of beer from the fridge.
Alcohol at 5:30. During.
man, screw you. That is straight up the normal time to drink alcohol.
Literally is.
Yeah, I think I wrote the Jane line, and then B wrote this Christine line as a response to it. Christine sat on her bed and grabbed down the can. Jane looked at her hands in her pocket. She pulled out a small bottle containing medicine.
Here, take this.
Oh, man, no. I don't need it.
Hi, Jason. I remember you from your Homestuck streams. I'm enjoying them. I don't know what happened or occurred. Anyone know what that is?
Oh, that's a guy who draws comics on the internet.
That's really that explains a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it explains everything, obviously. I'm smart.
Yeah. I thought 10 a.m. was normal drinking time. Where do you live? Island?
You're kidding me.
Great. You just owned Irish people.
I can do that. I'm Korean. We are like the Irish of East Asia.
Oh, I'm so offended right now.
Are you Irish?
Yes.
Wow.
They're gonna call with 3 Irish beef.
Wait.
I'm mixed though. I'm not from Ireland. I'm Irish and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I do watch those. They're fun. I actually have recommended them to other people. They're nice. They're fun.
I don't want it.
That's because you can't drink if you take it.
Well, yeah, that too, but it just makes me feel weird. Ugh.
Alright.
Jane put down the bottle on Christine's work desk.
Just gonna put it here then.
Yeah, thanks.
Jane pulled up Christine's office chair and sat on it. Christine continued to sip on the alcohol.
How are you holding up then?
She laughed in the clearing her voice, which is pretty funny.
I'm good.
Jane raised an eyebrow. Christine tried not to meet her eyes.
Where'd you go on Saturday anyway?
Well, I was loving the show, but I had this headache, I guess.
You guess?
Yeah, I just had to go home.
Jane looked at the wall decorated by guitars. She still had that Epiphone, she mouthed to herself.
Okay.
Jane knew she was lying. She just got the feeling. It wasn't like Christine to lie, but she thought to herself, whatever, it wasn't a big deal. She didn't know the reason, but she assumed it was something stupid or benign. It wasn't worth putting an argument over.
No shift today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like you got off early today.
Yep.
You just stayed home today?
Yeah,
You should go out more often.
I know.
You know, someday people are getting tired of your shit. They'll just leave you behind and you'll have no one looking out for you.
Sheesh, thank you so much.
She said sarcastically.
Seriously, I didn't think this place could become more of a dump.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, and I saw a sliver of hope in you just a few months ago. Not sure what happened, just pathetic.
She's so smug, dude.
This is how she expresses love. This is a love language. It's being really mean to her friend.
Smugness.
Jane saw Christine put down the can on the floor.
Look, I'm getting help. I'm getting therapy. I got a job. I'm doing just fine.
You're surviving, but are you really living? You don't even talk to us anymore.
Sorry.
Jane crossed her arms and glared at Christine. Christine looked
You
downwards.
used to be so much cooler.
What, when we were in fucking high school? Come on, I hated myself back then.
But you were cool. You gave a shit about something.
I didn't give a shit about anything but sex, really. I thought you hated me back then.
Yeah, but it was you back then who made me want to keep doing this shit. Do you even write music anymore?
Not sure.
Not sure.
I mean, I have songs in my head. It's just hard to sit down and put them down, weirdly enough.
Christine chuckled.
It used to be a lot easier when I could just bring something over to you guys, and we'd work on it together.
Now, don't even get me started on that. You spilled the milk. You don't get to take it back.
I think that's a real thing you say. You spilled the milk. I think.
Probably.
I am because there's the phrase no use crying over spilled milk. That's where I got it from. Right? So what I mean is like
I understand.
yeah. So what I mean is like you caused this so you don't get to complain about it. Basically, maybe I should just say it like that.
Yeah, I know. That's not what I mean. I don't know. I envy you.
Christine Avella envies me?
Don't say that in such a bitchy way. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are still chasing that dream. You're right. I'm sort of pathetic. My life has kind of fallen apart. I think I need to get my shit together.
Jane stared at Christine, and Christine finally looked back. Jane sighed again. She stood up from the
You're
chair.
a cool dude, Christine. You know I love you.
Yeah, I know.
Jane examined Christine's desk again. She noticed some CDs lying around. She picked up one of them and inspected
A
it.
brief inquiry into online relationships. The 1975. This band is for
It's
little
so
white girls and their
amazing
grannies.
to hear Dusk saying that.
A brief inquiry into online relationships. Yeah. That's a really good album, by the way. If you think the 1975 sucks, you check out that one album. That one album is really fucking good.
Yeah, I think the
calling me out
1975
now.
suck, but that one album rules.
Yeah. It is for little white girls and their grannies, though. Well, I guess this is kind of so it's weird in a furry. So there's the fucking VN Echo, where there are furries, right? But it's also about like there's also like people who are like black and Indian American, and not Indian American, indigenous American and stuff like that. And it's a very crucial aspect of those characters is the fact that they're indigenous or black or whatever. But they're still also like animal people. And I thought that was like interesting. I've never read Echo. I just know the character. I just know like the general characters. So I guess this is like saying like Jane isn't white if she were a human, but I don't know what she would be. I think she would be like Hispanic. That's what I think. I think Jane would be Hispanic. That's what I think.
Yeah. Win.
Yeah. Basically, I imagine Jane to look like our friend Alice. I think she would look like Alice.
True. Good as fuck.
Hey, that album is a classic. One of the greatest pop records of the previous decade.
It makes you think of Nine of the Woods, yeah. people said that. I hadn't played Night in the Woods when I made Blast Damage Stage, but I had played Night in the Woods when I made Weird Cities. This one. Not only have I played it, I streamed it. You can watch me playing Night in the Woods.
Yeah,
Again,
right.
rules.
Jane noticed a cassette tape on the table as well. She grabbed it and was immediately stunned. She kept flipping it back and forth.
You got The Last Weekend of Summer on tape. I thought they made like.
I really do have the
15
last weekend of
these.
summer on tape.
Did you buy it back when they were selling it?
Yes,
I thought that was like 5 years ago.
it was.
And I thought I told you about Hecro.
You did.
We knew each other like 5 years ago? Did we?
2021. Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted
Time.
to buy the Hecra tape that was announced for Bandcamp Friday today. I don't have the money to spend on a Hecra tape, and I'm so sad.
Oh,
It's
is it
really
for
sad.
still for Devil Faces? Yeah,
What'd
that
you say?
is it for Devil Faces?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I was gonna that was the album I was gonna put in here, but they didn't make tapes of it until today. Until today they announced it. So I guess I could have put it in there, but okay.
I bought it on Discogs for like $50.
And you can actually buy The Last Summer on Discord for like $50. I think some people are selling it.
Pretty proud of this one.
I think I looked it up.
Hell yeah.
Then put down the tape. Their love of Hecra was always the one thing these two had in common. I imagine these two have very different music tastes, you know?
Yeah.
Christine likes like Broadway musicals and like Jeff Brunstock, and Jane likes emo. Like Jane likes emo music.
How do you even listen to this thing? You don't
we
have a
destroy
tape
that?
player.
What?
You think people collect these things to listen to them? It's so I can brag about it to friends like you.
You can't.
Yeah, 2021 was almost 5 years ago. It's gonna be 2026 next month. Isn't that crazy? It's gonna be 2026.
It'll be okay.
Thank you. I was worried about it. They both left. Jane realized it was running late. She left Christine's room a bit after that. So now a few weeks went by without much happening. Christine and Pauline kept in contact. Jane and Lilith didn't know about it until one day things came to a head. This is again like very Poppy, like until one day. Oh, chapter 7.
In this absolute waste of a being,
Christine was over at Pauline's house again. Pauline was sat on her bed talking about work again.
he has the gall to call me him afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Look at you. I mean, you might as well be cis.
So I put a few scenes of like Pauline being really mad because Serena asked me to do that. She said she wanted to act out being really angry. So I was like, okay. So I made a few scenes where she's like really mad about something.
Aw, thank you. Anyway, I just wanted to shake his shoulders and say, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut your little fucking mouth, you scum!
Yeah. Like
But I
that.
just told him, have a nice day.
Pauline said with a smile.
I might have flipped my shit. You're stronger than me.
Pauline's wrong.
I never lose my cool.
Christine smiled at her. She was beginning to feel a bit too comfortable with being around with Pauline, she realized. She became self-aware of this. She began feeling anxious. Thinking further, she didn't deserve to be in this situation. It's about Jane again. What would she think if she found that Christine was lying to her? The thought terrified Christine. She found something in her jean pocket, a bottle of Adderall that Jane gave her. For some reason, she brought it with her. She opened the bottle and grabbed a few of the pills down.
What's that?
Just some meds I forgot to take this morning.
Oh, Pauline asked. Christine got up from her seat.
Hey, wanna sing some songs?
Sure. Oh, I got just the thing too.
Pauline walked up to a desktop computer. She typed in something to the YouTube search bar. Just a friend karaoke.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date?
Pauline handed Christine a mic. Christine started laughing. She took the mic.
But a year to make love, she wanted you to wait.
I love this song. This is one of my favorite fucking songs. The piano rang out in Pauline's room. Pauline's room was located on the second floor, not next to any other room. It was fine to be loud. Christine could feel her fingers tingle a little. They began exchanging verses with each other while standing up. Hello?
Sorry.
It's okay. Christine suddenly felt her stomach turning. Halfway through the first verse, she stopped rapping, and Pauline took over. By the end of the verse, she was rushing to the bathroom.
You got what I need.
That's really good. That was really good. Sharon did a good job there. Pauline followed her into the bathroom, mic in hand. She was not going to miss the chorus. She kept singing. Christine began puking into the toilet. The Adderall and the Alcohol she drank earlier that morning came out of her mouth.
But you say he's just a friend.
Pauline glanced at Christine. Christine was still puking.
Is that a normal color?
Keep singing. Verse 2.
Christine managed to speak in between bursts of puke coming out of her mouth.
Okay.
They sang most of the song in the bathroom with Pauline doing the heavy lifting. So I think B came up with that scene, and then I wrote it down. She was just telling me about it in DMs, like Christine should take the Adderall and be puking in the toilet while Pauline is just like keeps going about or something. I think I came up with the part where they sing "Just a Friend" though, and I kind of combined the two ideas together. After the songs, Pauline gave Christine some water. Christine offered to clean the bathroom, but Pauline decided to help out as well. She suggested to Christine that they should take a walk outside, get some fresh air. So Christine agreed. It's a bit of a cloudy day. They went to the park they went to before.
You feeling better?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah, the Tally Her cover of Just a Friend is fucking phenomenal. If you guys haven't heard that, you should listen to that. The Tally Her cover of Just a Friend. They do a really good job.
Good, because that was my toilet you puked in.
Sorry.
You cleaned up, so no worries. So, what was that medicine?
Christine sighed.
Jane gave me some Adderall. Technically, I'm supposed to be prescribed some by my doctor, but I can't afford that and the HRT together, so... Sometimes she gives me Lilith. But I also drank earlier today, so...
You drank in the morning?
It's 2:30 p.m. on a Saturday currently.
Don't judge my lifestyle.
Alright.
Pauline shrugged.
Seems like Jane looks out for you a lot.
Yeah, she's
Christine paused for a second and then continued.
a good friend.
There was a bit of a silence for a while as they walked around.
Do you miss her?
Sometimes.
Pauline looked up at the sky.
There's a lot of things I wish I could say to her. We didn't end things very well.
I see.
The wind blew by. The weather was getting chilly. Christine looked at Pauline. Pauline looked back and they stopped in their tracks.
You want to ask what happens?
I didn't say that.
You totally want to. Please be honest, that's all I want.
Yeah. I'm really curious.
Pauline sighed.
I might as well tell you eventually.
Pauline began to turn around.
So...
Christine?
Yeah, that's the new Tobiar. Let's go.
Ah!
I really wish you could have seen Chloe draw Pauline in the front, but there's only a picture of her from behind.
I think it would be really fun to draw the scene of them in the bathroom doing karaoke. I think that would be.
Oh yeah, if you draw it, I'd add it in. I add it back into the fucking thing. I updated. I genuinely swear.
Update it and fix the 2 typos.
Yeah, we fix the typos. Okay.
I'll definitely draw that sometime soon.
Yay. But yeah, you can see her full body outfits of Jane and Lilith. It's very nice. I really like the star on Lilith's suit. Is that from the original design? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the original ones were blue, and the newer ones are they have black stars on the Converse.
Nice. Christine jolted up at someone calling her name. She looked in front of her. It was Jane Cadaver and Lilith Moon, also taking a walk at the park, seemingly. Jane was staring at two of them, while Lilith seemed confused. Jane's gaze went back and forth between Christine and Boleyn. It settled on Boleyn. She furrowed her eyebrows. I had to look up because I knew this act of furrowing your eyebrows. I just didn't know if they were called what they were called. So I had to look up what they were calling was furrowing your eyebrows. I had to look up the word furrow. She did not recognize Boleyn right away, but eventually she did. Jane spoke aghast. I like the word aghast. I really like it.
You're Berlin Academia.
Boleyn stared at Jane. She had a neutral, somewhat sad expression on her face. She didn't say anything.
Jane!
Christine spoke up, though. She was panicking, but she still spoke up.
It's not what it looks like.
Quiet with you.
Jane glared at Christine. Her eyes indicated fury. She looked at Boleyn again. Jane seemed to be at a loss for words. She struggled to find the right thing to say. After taking a deep breath, she landed on this.
You're doing okay, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
The two of them looked into each other's eyes for a while. Lilith looked at Jane, realizing what was going on. She had never seen Boleyn before. Christian was frozen in fear. After a while like this, Jane turned around.
I think I want to be alone. I'm sorry, darling, but I'll call you later, okay?
Alright, stay safe.
Lilith gave Jane a quick hug.
Jane, wait.
Jane walked off without replying to Christine, so it was just Christine Ovella, Berlin Academia, and Lilith Moon left in the park on a weekend afternoon. Lilith sighed and glared at Christine.
Gosh, you really fucked up this time, didn't you, Chris?
I said it's not what it looks like.
I like the combination of Lilith saying gosh and then saying fucked up. Like nothing God, but do saying fuck up. It's really funny.
It's a good.
You're fucking your best friend's ex?
We fucked, like, once.
Can you please be quieter?
Sorry.
I didn't even notice you did that. This is the first time I heard that.
Jane seems pretty pissed off.
Does she not like you that much?
Christine asked Boleyn.
Oh, Janie has no bad feelings for her.
Yeah, I'm glad about that.
Boleyn and Lilith met eyes. Boleyn bowed her head slightly. This is really funny that she bows her head.
Hi, I'm Berlin.
It's Lilith. Nice to meet you.
Very Asian thing to do. Lilith regained her temper tone.
So did you tell her about it at all?
Nah, I was about to.
Christine fell out of the loop. She curled her arms. Boleyn suggested they all sat down somewhere to talk. The other two agreed. They went to a nearby bench. Christine and Lilith sat down while Boleyn continued to stand.
You can tell your story, and I can give Janie's side of things if Christine wants it.
Sure.
Boleyn took a deep breath. She closed her eyes. She began speaking.
This is back when Jane and I were 16 years old.
Chapter 8. So this is around the halfway point. It's a bit late for the three of you, so if you want to go, you can go. I'll probably keep streaming. There's a lot of people watching. There's like 4 people watching. That's a lot for me. Anyway, if you want to go, you can go if you want. I keep leading probably.
I'll stay. Probably.
Okay, what about you, Toby?
I'll probably stay. I'll leave whenever I get tired.
Okay. B, don't you?
Get EP.
Do you have class B?
Me?
No, B.
Oh,
Saturday.
Oh, it is. Oh, it was Friday then Saturday. Okay. Okay. I think B's gone anyway. I think she's doing something. Is she doing something or she doesn't know she's muted? Either way, it would be funny. Okay. Let's keep reading. Here's what happened to Berlin Academia and Jane Cadaver. There's gonna be a lot of reading in this one. This is before Christina Lillet knew Jane. Jane and Berlin were high school sweethearts. Two trans girls against the whole world. They were so sweet, in fact, that it was saccharine. Jane was as moody as ever back then, but she was a lot more emotionally open. They held hands everywhere and kissed in public. In fact, getting on people's gears sort of made them want to do it even more. Berlin was much more outgoing and social back then. She was the popular girl.
Okay. Back, I was peeing.
Hey, Pisker. Hello.
Don't call me that in public.
Alright. Are you gonna stay up, by the way?
How much longer we got? Because I'm like really tired.
Yeah, we are like halfway through, so we probably go for like at least an hour.
I'll see how I feel.
Okay. I'll try to read this very fastly. She had many friends when Jane had none. It was their mutual love of music that tied them together. However, Berlin had many friends. She also had a lot of enemies. Girls who were jealous of her. Girls who were jealous of Jane because they liked Berlin too. Girls who hated the popular girl because she was an easy target. All of them wanted to take Berlin down a peg. But that was difficult when there were so many people who liked her. So they would create a constructive reason for people to hate her. How are they going to do that? It was very simple. By uploading a Google Docs call-out post on the school Facebook page. The dog was filled with lies, accentuated by embellishments of truth. It was true that Berlin was very kind and flirty with a lot of girls, but the dog stretched that out to her leading people on. It was true that Berlin would lightly joke around her friends and engage in some shit talking. The dog said it was proof of her emotionally manipulative behavior. The worst was a group of anonymous testimonials claiming that Berlin emotionally abused them. This written by people who Berlin had considered to be among her closest friends. The administrators of the page quickly deleted the post, of course, but the damage had been done. The very next day, the atmosphere among the student body was grave. I think it was or were? I don't know. I think that might be a typo. Nobody wanted to talk to Berlin anymore. Berlin was naive and... Okay, it was. Young and back then, she tried to say everything was a lie, but her outcries only made her look even worse. She looked emotional and vulnerable, easy to pick on. Jane stayed with her though. She knew it was her farce, and it's not like she was well liked by the other kids anyway. They carried on even though they stopped the public displays of affection. People who had once had no problem with them whatsoever became cold and distant. People who once found it hard to overtly harass them found their opportunity to do so. It's shocking how easy people can turn on you if they find the right excuse to do so. The harassment grew more overt as time went on. They were called slurs and ostracized from their communities. If anyone thought it was weird, they were quickly told of their supposed wrongdoings. Plus, nobody wanted to defend the transgender teenagers who were supposedly abusing other purer cis girls. It was a bad look. Eventually, things got hot for Jane. She was trying to form bands in the school and nobody wanted to play with her. Her initial loneliness grew into a dark pit in her heart. One day, a group of girls approached her. They had heard that Jane was trying to recruit people for a band. They told her they would make sure they would never get anywhere as long as Jane continued to associate with Berlin. This was the final stage in their plan to destroy Berlin Academia's life. First, they took away her support networks. This initially did not faze Berlin, but it was only so they could take away what was most important to her next. Jane was terrified, maybe for the first time in her life. She was really wanting to make music and she knew she couldn't do it alone. But she was so happy with Berlin. How could she abandon her? But those girls made it clear to her. It was either Berlin or herself. And she had to choose herself.
I'm sorry.
Wait, really? This isn't a joke?
Yeah. I just don't think we should see each other anymore.
Berlin stared at Jane dumbfounded.
You can't do this to me, Jane. Not you too.
I'm sorry.
Then Jane walked away. Jane found a new group of friends by joining in their harassment of Berlin. Eventually, Berlin transferred to another school. Things were quieter after that, as if nothing had happened. Jane eventually left those friends and found others, such as Christina Vella. Jane lived with guilt for the rest of her life, and to her credit, when people tried to do something similar to Christine, a lot more justified in her case. Jane stood her ground with that time, but the damage had been done to Berlin. Now she found her former lover and her best friend on a date together, and so her best friend lied about there being anything like that going on. She didn't know what to do. Chapter 9.
That's basically all that happens.
Serena sigh.
That's what Jane told me too.
Sorry that happened to you, man.
Don't sweat it.
Berlin smiled.
I found new friends at my new school. I adapted and I survived. I grew up. Found new girlfriends. None of them really worked out, but oh well. That's how life goes, ain't it?
You're strong, Berlin.
Thanks. I think I'm normal.
Berlin looked at Lilith and smiled.
And all things considered, I'm glad Jane is fine. I really am. I've always just wanted her to be happy.
We're trucking on. This heck of a world.
That's a Tim Rogers reference. He likes to say that because
Because he made a game called Truck Heck.
he's making a game called Truck Hack. He's still making it.
How fucking long is that shit gonna take?
Lilith says gosh and heck.
But she does say fuck. I think actually I think I wrote it as F and like F up, and you said it as fuck. I think you changed that.
No, the script. Yeah.
Did the script say fuck? I might have done that. Yeah. I made her swear, not swear. Like I made her say gosh and heck for your sake, but I think I forgot to delete the fucks. So I'm sorry about that.
It's fine.
Thank
I
you.
can read.
Thank you for taking care of Jane.
No problem. I do it because I want to.
Berlin laughed.
Jane found a nice girlfriend. I'm glad.
I guess you could call us that.
Lilith shrugged.
Sometimes we're romantic, sometimes we're platonic. Kind of like monorails, I guess.
Here we go. It forms apart. I think
Here
it's
we go.
I think it's moirail. I think it's moirail actually. It's not
It
Moirail.
literally isn't. It literally isn't. It's Moirail.
It's moirail?
It's French.
It's French?
It's French.
I've been saying French the whole time when I've been talking about Homestuck.
Yep.
I gotta
You've been
wash
saying
my
the fake language.
I gotta wash my mouth.
With soap.
What the heck is that?
Little smirk. So last time on Blasphemy Days, I just put all these like dialogue texts in the text box, and people hated that. People complained about it so much that this time I just put in the narration.
Yeah, but this is worse.
I don't know. People are like, it's confusing. So okay, I'll simplify it for you.
Okay, so have you ever heard of a webcomic called Homestuck?
Never.
Chucks also did a bunch of takes of that, and I did the take that sounded the most like Lilith is really what's the word? She's like excited, yeah. Also like kind of like fed up with herself, like I guess I'm doing this.
So the idea is that relationships are divided into a quadrant. One is romantic, mateship. Other is hatred, kismicitude.
I think you added us extra syllable. I think it's kismesitude.
No, I've never read Homestuck, but I looked it up. You misspelled it.
Oh, I misspelled it. It's kismesitude. Okay. So that's 3 typos now, and one and one of them is made up word from Homestuck.
Yeah.
Well, you should always spell made-up words from Homestuck correctly. What are you doing otherwise?
Yep.
Kind of in the middle is Moirail, which is like a queer platonic relationship kind of deal. You keep each other in check, make sure your partner isn't going crazy.
So it forgets to mention that this whole quadrant system is in like an alien terror society where everyone is hyper violent and wants to kill each other. That's why Moira exists, because so they like keep each other in check and don't make each other kill each other. But in human society, that's not a thing. We don't have like an innate desire to murder one another. So Moira is just more like just just normal like best friends kind of deal. There's no kind of stakes like that.
What's the 4th one?
No one cares about the 4th quadrant.
So I don't even remember what the 4th quadrant is. It's like Ashen. It's the Ashen quadrant. It's like in between Kismeses. There's a third weir, and they like make sure the Kismeses don't kill each other or something. It overlaps with Moire, so like no one uses it. So like yeah.
I'm sorry, but the entire yeah, never mind. I'll say it after stream.
What?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's my reaction to what Doctor said. Oh.
Sounds like your thing is pretty complicated too.
It's what it is. I'm fine with it.
So B suggested that like Chris's sprite should like vibrate, and I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to do that in Ren'Py, and I figured it out. But it took me a while for me to figure it out. Anyway, Lilith stared at Christine. Christine looked like she was about to explode.
What's wrong, Christine?
Lilith asked in a sly voice.
Nope, not talking about it. Not talking about Homestuck. Nope.
This is a common reaction to Homestuck discussion for Homestuck fans.
Yeah,
but
this is Homestuck home sucks.
Homo suck, more like. Bunny laughed, finding this amusing. But sat down next to him on the bench now that the story was over.
Well, good to get that out of my chest.
I'm just surprised you don't hate Jane for all that.
At first, I really hated Jane for what she did to me. But as time went by, I understood her perspective as well. I think anyone would make that kind of decision at her age. I'm glad to hear she didn't repeat her mistakes, though.
Yeah.
Christine lauded.
Jane was there for me when shit got hot for me in high school.
I imagine in high school Christine got cancelled like that, like every other month, because she kept fucking around with fucking girls, and everyone got really mad at her. And that time Jane would be like, Jane would like stand up for her, but mostly because she learned the lesson from Berlin.
Never knew she did that to you back then. I didn't have a lot of friends as a freshman, but I'll always be in her debt for that.
Genuinely, it just makes me happy that she managed to become a better person.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say the same for myself.
What do you mean?
Well, then look at Christine.
I mean, I kind of fucked up the whole thing with you, Berlin. And I lied to Jane, too. I fucked up bad.
Yep.
Lily nodded.
And I think I need to fix this mess.
You know what I just fucking realized?
Yes.
Chris has Philip J. Fry energy.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the
like
things
specifically like Comedy Central era Fry, you know,
is
where he's kind of more of a jerk.
Comedy Central era is like after season 4, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And so, but it's a mixed bag. It has the End of Time, which is the best episode of the entire series, but it also has some stupid shit.
Yeah, I remember it being like hit or miss, but there are some good episodes. I actually do like the final episode they made before the new season they did last year, which kind of I watched.
Literally,
Like,
can we just do an entire stream where we just talk about Futurama and get like Nicole on it?
oh, Nicole likes that. Nice.
Nicole, I'm pretty sure Futurama is Nicole's favorite show.
Oh, that we share that then. We should watch it together. We should watch that
Yeah.
together. I would like to watch Futurama. I would like to watch it from the beginning. It's been so long. And I watched like the first episode of the new season, and it fucking sucked. So I just dropped off. I think they talk about like cancer culture or something, and I was like,
Bender gets canceled. Bender gets tin canceled.
no, it was Jab Brannigan gets cancelled. It's really fucking
Well,
stupid.
that's not even fun. He just deserves that. That's not even funny.
Yeah.
Let's
So
watch
isn't-
Futurama on stream and wait and see how long it takes for our stream to get taken down.
My question is, why is Zap still in the show? Didn't Kif like move on?
I mean, I guess they like Billy West to do all the voices. Doesn't Billy
I
West
mean, that's
voice the
fair.
Jab's voice?
He deserves
Yeah.
all that money. So
Yeah.
he's like our beautiful autism adult king. I love him.
Yes, I do love him, and I think the final episode they did before the new season was called Meanwhile, and that was really good actually. They did like 4 final episodes, and obviously the opera episode is like the best one, but the final one they did was like pretty up there. It's really good.
God, that's such a Cecily thing to say. Yeah, the opera was my favorite part. No one but you would ever say that in any circumstance.
No, everyone loves the opera episode though. That represents either pretext, like the most beloved episode. It's great.
I mean, I'm not denying that. I just think it's
Yeah.
funny that you are sort of a character sometimes.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, yeah, Christine does have Philip Fry energy. She kind of even looks like him too.
How?
I think he kind of has like a sort of a Billy West core voice.
If Billy West was like transgender, yeah,
If Billy West did some voice training,
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
And I think there's even like an episode of Futurama where like Fry like cheats on Lita or something. Like there must be an episode like that. I feel like.
that seems uncharacteristic.
Well, there's a lot of uncharacteristic episodes of Futurama. They didn't really care about characters staying in character.
It's true, but it feels like they should more if they're trying to have a like continuing plot.
Yeah. That's also funny because Lila was gonna be called Lila, I think. No, it wasn't Layla. It was either Layla or Lila. She's gonna be called. But I went with Lila.
Let's
better
give Jeannie some time to
because,
think, okay?
She's not very much like Leela at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Lila is not really. I always thought Lila was kind of a very boring character that
She is in fact a very boring character.
doesn't really do anything. Best Futurama characters. This is the Futurama stream now. There's Fry. There's Zoidberg. Zoidberg is really good.
Zoidberg is the best character. Yes, we all
yeah.
love Zoidberg.
Yeah,
Everyone
Ben-
loves Zoidberg except his friends.
Yeah, and Bender. Bender is obviously amazing.
But yeah, Bender is like perhaps one of the great fictional characters. He's up there with like Holden Caulfield and Jay Gatsby and whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I just learned the other day that they call gay people benders in Britain. So I had no
Swag.
idea. I had no idea. I read a book called A Man Called Ove, and it's a Swedish book that was transferred into British English, and the old guy keeps calling the gay character Bender, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. That sounds really wrong. I just kept thinking of Futurama. Christine and Bolin both agreed. Lilith left soon after. Bolin also said goodbye, saying that she needs some time to think too. Christine was left all alone in the park, sitting on the bench. Christine stood up. She looked up the sky. It was still cloudy. Spoke with resolute eyes.
I gotta get my shit together.
Okay. Okay, Jane Cadaver was walking through the streets of New York at night. That's where they are, by the way. They're in New York, New Jersey. I don't know why I said it there. I think because I've been to New York International Airport once, and I thought it was a cool place.
It is kind of a cool place.
Really cool when you try to get on a train and you're you gotta make sure you're going to
Oh my
right
god.
place and not New
You're not
York.
going. You're going to fucking New York Penn and not Newark Penn, which Dusk did once. She went to Newark Penn and we had to fucking pick her up.
That's really funny. About 2 a.m.
No, he didn't. She went to us. She did a good job.
Oh, nice. She had been walking for several hours. She felt her legs tire out. She must have been an hour away from her home. She could probably take the bus back home, though. So I learned this technique where you can like zoom on the sprite when a character is going through a monologue, and it looks more intimate that way, and like you are really diving into their head. I learned that from a YouTube video. I should have probably done some more stuff with the sprites to like make it more animated, but I'm not good at stuff like that. It was a strange and captivating autumn night. Is it autumn? I said it in autumn? The kind that makes you wonder what had come before and what will come afterwards in your life. The winds were awfully chilly in the East Coast weather. The moonlight illuminated the path for Jane, led by bristling streetlights. That's an interesting thing to call a streetlight, is bristling. I think I was thinking about another word. I'm not sure. City was as bright as ever, even in the thick of the evening. Jane put her hands in her pockets and continued strolling through the city. Jane struggled to find an answer or a solution to whatever that plagued her thoughts. What could even be said? It was not the fact that her best friend was seeing her ex-girlfriend that bothered Jane too much. Of course, considering her best friend was a taken woman, that raised some alarm bells, but she hadn't known Bolin for years, and honestly, she couldn't care that much that they had something going on. It's not like Jane still had feelings for Bolin. The fact that Christine had lied to her so blatantly and so blissfully too. Had she ever acted like that ever? Has she ever deceived her so casually as if she somehow thought she wouldn't be caught? It made her see Christine in a whole new light. She had never taken her for a liar before, but she knew something was up these past few days. Christine was being cagey and even more nervous than before, but Jane still continued to believe in her. Jane wasn't sure why. She had been so stupid. Every indication pointed to Christine's hiding something from her, but what exactly? Why did it even compel Christine to do that? Jane couldn't lie to herself. Such thoughts did cross her mind even before this point. And she finally had her answer. It was not a pretty one. Bolin Academia. Jane had no idea what to say to her when she saw her again. She wasn't even sure if it was the same person, but she would never forget those eyes. Those were the same eyes that looked back at her when Jane broke up with her. Those eyes filled up with betrayal and disappointment. She could never forget that look. She managed to muster up some words, but they weren't exactly the ones she really wanted to say. Of course, she was glad that Bolin was doing fine. Jane had been plagued by nightmares of her eyes, staring at her with contempt. Jane had wondered for years if she had actually ruined Bolin's life for what she did. Did it follow through her to a new home, her new school and life? She had never heard back from her ever again. Nobody she even knew even talked about her. She might as well have been dead. In fact, Jane had also had nightmares about Bolin killing herself in her new school. But she had these dreams every month or so for the past several years. But here she was. She looked fine. Actually, she looked great. She was dressed nicely, and before she and Christine noticed Jane and Lilith, she looked like she was having fun there. That's why it took a while for Jane to recognize her after all. It was honestly a huge relief for Jane. There were many things she wanted to say, but the one thing she really wanted to say was, "I'm sorry." That was really it. She just wanted to say she was sorry. Bunny was fine, and if she had just met her in the middle of the street like that, it would have been an odd moment of serendipity, but it would have been completely pleasant. Christine was a different matter entirely. What was she going to do with her? Nothing quite like this had happened before. She broke Jane's trust, and Jane wasn't sure if she was ready to forgive her. She stumbled on into a bus stop. She checked the schedule, and it seemed like one would take her back home in one trip. She pulled out her phone and looked up the schedule for that bus. It seemed like it would take about 30 minutes. She sighed. Jane sat down on the bench. Scrolling through her contacts on her phone, she found Lila's name, Lila Rumford. This was Christine's friend that Jane got to know through her. Jane wasn't sure, but she probably was a bit older than the rest of them. She always seemed a bit more mature and worldly than someone like Christine, or Adelaide maybe. Jane had never confided in Lila about anything before. She was really just a part of their little friend group, to be honest, and connected through that only. But Lila probably knew Christine better than anyone. Christine befriended Lila when she was still not on good terms with Chris. If anyone knew modern-day Christine of LA, it was Lila. Jane called Lila.
Hello?
Lila said, breathing a little bit roughly.
Hey, this is Jane.
Oh, Jane!
Oh, wait. Okay. Lila seemed to not recognize this number, but her tone changed to chipper when she heard Jane's voice.
It's been so long. How are you?
Alright, how about you?
Oh, I'm just jogging, you know.
At this hour?
Well, I took a nap earlier. Wasn't sure if I could wake up tomorrow morning in time. I got out around midnight and I guess I got a bit carried away.
Guess I can't tell you what to do. Since I've been walking for a while myself.
Oh, wanna jog yourself? I can recommend you some techniques if you want. Breathing's important.
No thanks.
Sure.
I'm here to ask you something, actually.
This is such a good ass job.
Oh yeah, Gwyn is great. Even though Lila is not really a character, I think Gwyn like adds a lot of character into these lines.
Yeah. Oh sure, anything.
Alright, well... This will sound weird, but it's about Christine. And me, a little bit, but mostly her.
Did she do something again?
Lila sounded disappointed already.
Yeah, so...
Then Jane told Lila what happened. At least what Jane knew of it. She also told her a little bit about what happened between her and Berlin.
Yeah...
You think Christine is dating your ex?
Don't know about that. She said it wasn't what it seemed like, so... Maybe not?
Maybe you should ask her.
I don't really want to talk about her. Maybe ever.
Jane sighed.
Yeah, that's honestly fair.
What do you think?
I like that those are just what. It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
I think you know her best. Why would she lie to me?
Lila wondered for a moment.
I can only imagine she was afraid.
Of what?
Of you.
Lila continued to speak in a caring tone.
I assume she was stuck between two feelings. One was wanting this girl, Berlin, I think. She wanted to fuck her or be her friend, whatever. And another was wanting to stay friends with you. She was probably terrified of you finding out. Now, it's probably gonna get found out one way or the other. Anyone can know that. But Chris is not very bright. I mean, she can be pretty smart, but she doesn't think through things in long-term thoughts. She tried to cover up the best she can, but it's like how a child covers up after their tracks. These kinds of things, they're not rational as a thing. You want a rational, logical answer to an emotionally charged question. But I think the truth is just, she fucked up. All that's left are two things. What is she going to do going forward, and what will you do as a friend?
Yeah.
Jane spoke.
What do you think she's gonna do?
I've seen Chris fuck up a lot. Usually she does the right thing.
Lila laughed.
Usually. My point is, I wouldn't worry.
Yeah. I agree. Maybe.
Jane sighed.
Ugh, I just don't want to talk to her. I think I'm mad, but I'm also afraid too. I'm afraid things will get worse.
But it has to happen anyway.
Lila told her.
You can't run away from her forever. You're just making the same mistake Christine did. You'd only be delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, you're right.
Jane stood up from the bench.
Thanks for talking this through with me.
No problem. I'm not really worried at all. I have faith in you too.
You probably have a little too much of it.
It's all I can have.
Jane could see the bus coming by.
Talk to you later, Lila.
See you, Jane.
Jane entered the bus. Chapter 11. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of reading. I remember this part has a lot of fucking words. Okay, Christina Vela was so fucked. Like, she was so fucking fucked. Christine was pacing around her room. After a while, for some reason, she started cleaning and tidying up her room. She picked up the clothes on the floor and put them in a laundry basket. As part of the trash bin, the bin began overflowing, so she couldn't put them all in a trash bag, so she could throw them out later. She started obsessing over minute details on the desk, like rearranging CDs and tapes and books. Music is very dramatic, maybe for this moment, but I kind of wanted that for the song. After she ran out of stuff to do, she kept pacing around the room. Whenever she stood there, she tapped her paws. She continued to scour her room for things to do, anything to do to occupy her mind, but she was so out of ideas. She looked at the basket full of laundry. She got dressed and picked up the basket and a detergent. She headed outside to do her laundry. At least it'd be something to do. She couldn't stand being stuck in her room all day. As she carried her fairly heavy laundry basket over a few blocks, she sunk deep into a series of thoughts. Christine wasn't sure what love was. Did true love even exist? It seemed like for all her life, she was conditioned to believe something like that existed, and everything she did in her teen years was a rebellion against that thought. She knew she loved Adelaide maybe more than anything in the world. She was like Boleyn. There was definite attraction there. She would like to stay friends with her, she thought. But most importantly, Jane was one of the most important friends to her. She wasn't sure what life would be like now without Jane. She wasn't ready to face this world without Jane by her side. Into laundromat, Christine arrived at the laundromat. The inside smelled like laundry. It was the weekend, so it was pretty crowded. She put a car into the laundry and put on her clothes inside. Then she put in the detergent and loaded up the machine. It began spinning. Christine usually listened to music while waiting for the laundry, but in her days she forgot to bring her pair of headphones. I completely forgot to say that word. A pair of headphones. That's okay. That's okay. She just leaned against the machine. She listened to the whirling noise of multiple laundry machines learning at once. Christine realized something. It was sort of simple, stupid but true. She loved Jane. Christine felt like she was meant to be with Jane. Not in any romantic sense. Not in any sense they wanted to be in girlfriends or be married and dumb bullshit like that. Just in the sense that they were meant to be partners. A pair of reckless idiots who suit each other. They didn't need any reassurance that they'd win. They would simply prevail. That's a reference to freaking the Hunter Thompson, the wave speech in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. They were connected through a bond of sheer energy and will. Jane was the best fucking friend Christine's ever had, and she didn't want to fuck that up. She really didn't want to say goodbye to her again. Other people helped Christine in the years Jane wasn't around. Lila was one of them. God, Lila. Christine would be such a disappointment to her if she saw her now. She wanted to ask for Lila for advice, but she had a feeling she knew what Lila would say. Anyway, Lila helped a lot. But Christine didn't think Lila got her like Jane did. Christine and Jane were like Lennon McCarthy, Gene and Dean Ween, Lynn and Flansbar, Arthur Becker and Donald Fagan. Like that, you know? Christine would die for Jane. She really would. If one of these days they were driving at 90 miles per hour on this highway in the middle of nowhere, and one of them fell asleep at the wheel, and they drove straight into the ocean below without a care in the world. If Jane was the one by her side, Christine thought maybe that wouldn't be such a bad way to go. It wouldn't be such a bad way to end after all. That's a reference to a song I made, actually. She had to fix this. She had to do something. She wasn't sure what to do yet, though. The laundry machine started singing a tune. She liked to call the machine Florence. This is a reference to. This is a double reference. The first reference is that Inky Sona, that's the Firefly, I think, is called Florence. That this is also a reference to the fact that a streamer I like to watch is called Joseph Anderson, and he used to stream in the basement where the laundry machine is there. And whenever the laundry ended, it would sing the song that the laundry machines sing. And he would always call the laundry machine Florence the laundry machine. And I thought that was a funny coincidence that the board names that they chose was Florence. So I wanted to put that in there. And treat her as if she was a Vocaloid diva trapped in a laundromat. She called her Florence no matter which machine she used. Her song, implanted in Christine. She opened the machine and smirked.
Florence, you genius son of a bitch.
Christine proceeded to put her laundry into a dryer. Jane felt groggy. She slept in until the afternoon after staying up the whole night and working for 12 hours. They didn't have any shifts this weekend, thank God. Lily made her some soup. It was potato soup. Jane and Lily sat down at the dinner table in the tiny apartment room. They shared a bed together. The soup was good. Lily thanked Jane. Jane sighed.
Thinking about Chris?
Yes.
Jane drank some water.
And Berlin.
I talked to her yesterday. She seemed nice.
She's always been nice. Probably too nice.
Lily got up and opened the window. It was sunny outside.
Do you think I should talk to her?
Talk to who?
Berlin?
I don't know.
Lily sat down on their bed.
Would have to ask Chris, probably.
Oh,
Jane rolled her eyes.
I'd like to not have to talk to her, if possible.
Well, I can't tell you what to do, but I think you'll have to.
Jane sighed.
Yeah, you're right.
To be fair, I haven't seen her fuck up this bad since I've known her.
I don't even know if that's true in my case.
Lily chuckled.
She is such a moron.
Hi, Lammy. That's Peng Lammy in the chat. Well, I used to be a frequent viewer in the streams, but then I stopped streaming. Hi, welcome again.
Yep.
But
Jane spooned a bit of the potato soup, then she fell down into the bowl again.
But I love her, damn it. I want her to be happy. I'm just mad she'd lie to me. But I can't bring myself to hate her. What am I, some sort of coward?
I think that just makes you a good friend.
Hatred would be warranted in this case.
Jane stared off into the sun outside of the window.
You know, I used to think this whole friendship business... There was a time when I thought it made you a weaker person. A more vulnerable person. Susceptible to being hurt. But...
Lilith stood up and smiled.
Being with you, being with all our friends, I've realized it's the opposite. It makes us stronger. So that when the time comes for hardship, we can be ready to face them head on.
I like how Socks said that. Thank you, Socks.
You're welcome.
I wanted to give Lilith a big moment in this chapter so that Socks could have some cool lines to say instead of just bouncing off of Jane all the time.
Everything I say is cool.
True, you're the coolest boy. Jane and Lilith looked at each other. Jane smiled back.
You took the words right out of my mouth, darling. Christine may be a moron, but she is my moron. I've seen her fuck up a lot of times. There's one thing I've learned about her. She's a good person.
Yeah.
Jane finished the potato soup. She put the bowl and utensils in the sink and began doing the dishes. Lilith got dressed. Jane asked her if she was going somewhere.
Just gonna get some groceries. You want anything?
I'm fine, dear.
Jane turned off the sink. She wiped her hands with a towel and then grabbed her phone. Lilith was at the door.
I think I've got someone to call.
Lilith smirked. Oh yeah, there's a chapter with Lilith and Ada. I almost forgot. Lilith jogged through the cityscape. She hopped and jumped through the streets. Oh yeah, you used to play it. This is almost at the end actually, so this is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't played it yet. She was in an oddly good mood. Maybe that conversation with Jane reignited some spirit in her. She felt really cool for saying something really cool. It wasn't every day she got to do that. Anyway, she was on her way to get some groceries. The supermarket was only a few blocks away. On her way, she saw a dispensary. She'd been here a few times. Jane didn't do any drugs, but Lilith did. So suddenly, she was struck with the urge for some weed. She hadn't done any in weeks because she had been budgeting. Without looking beyond the windows of the dispensary, she noticed a familiar face standing outside of the door, smoking. It was Adelaide, who was Christine's girlfriend, maybe? At this point, the relationship status of all her friends, including herself, was so confusing that she found it hard to keep track of it all. Oh yeah, if you like Resident Evil, this is more of it. Lilith approached Adelaide without much thought. Adelaide was looking down at her phone.
Hi, Ada.
As Adelaide looked up, she smiled.
Look who it is! My favorite beaver girl in Jersey.
Who the fuck is that? Sounds like shit.
What?
I think it sounds. I think she sounds cute.
I think it sounds like good shit.
Yeah.
Still shit, but good shit. Good shit. Ada reached out her arms for a hug. Lilith accepted her advice. Oh damn, I wish you were on the schoolwork, Lammy.
How are you holding up, dude?
Oh, it's a whole story, I guess.
Oh, and the reason I made Lilith the one who talked to Ada is because I wanted Socks and Beat to have like a scene together in this thing. That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I like a story.
Well, I could tell you about it. I was just walking to the supermarket, though.
Oh, cool. Can I come with? Might buy a drink.
Sure.
Lilith said, but her face seemed disappointed. Ada sized her up and pulled out the weed blunt.
Want one?
Lilith stared at the blunt for a few seconds, enchanted, then she shrugged and took it.
Oh, why the heck not?
Ada lit the blunt for her with her lighter. They both took a puff of their respective blunts and began walking.
So, what's the story, Morning Glory?
Lilith was hesitant.
Okay, so it was about Christine. I just want to make sure you two aren't fighting or whatever.
Oh.
Ada looked into the sky for a few seconds before looking at Lilith
We're
again.
fine. Just not seeing each other for now. What did my bunny get into this time?
She did something stupid. I don't know if I should tell you, actually. You might get mad.
Lilith was terrified of stoking more fire within this friend group.
Nah, man, I'll be fine. I mean, I'd been hoping she wouldn't do anything dumb. But we're like, chill. I can't imagine what would be so bad.
Well, she might be seeing someone,
Oh,
but don't quote me on that. It's complicated.
well, let's hear it then.
Let us proceed to tell Adelaide about the story with Chris, Berlin, and Jane.
Are you okay?
They had arrived at the supermarket by the time the story was over. They stood in front of the front gates. Probably should have noted that they also threw away their weed blunts because you probably can't bring that into the supermarket, but it's okay.
Yeah, just a lot to process.
Yeah, okay. I also don't know if they call it a supermarket in New York and New Jersey. I don't know if they do that. They call it a supermarket in South Korea, and or a mart, I guess. But I know that
Supermarkets exist.
okay, so because I know there are also delis that you buy things from. So I don't know if that was what you call it. I'm not sure.
Let's go in.
They entered the medium-sized supermarket. They walked to the grocery aisle.
You mad at Chris?
I don't know how I feel, honestly. I've been feeling so detached from my emotions lately.
Oh, these sprites are by Bitty Fox. But other people also did some art for this thing, including Toby in the car.
Even bad things just feel like, oh, that happened, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Lilith took a cart and began pushing it.
For the record, no shit's given about Chris sleeping with this girl. Or whatever they did. More bothered about the lying and stuff. But
Adelaide grabbed the Coca-Cola. Original flavor. Let's go. Original taste.
guess I'm also proud of her for trying to fix a mess she left behind.
Although we don't know how she will yet.
Knowing her, it'll be equally stupid as the problem she caused. But I trust her to do the right thing. And that's what partners are, right? It's about trust.
That's true.
Lilith began putting cheap vegetables like potatoes and celery into the cart, my favorite. She also put canned food into it.
Do you want to talk to her at all?
I still want to make things work with her.
Oh.
I love that nervous wreck, I really do. It's just doesn't feel like the time yet, you know? With my head in a retinol. Plus, she's going through shit that I just can't help her on. And that hurts me, too. It makes me feel useless.
Useless?
And dumb for even trying, I guess. Basically, right now, we're two people with problems that we can't solve for each other. That sucks. It really does. But hey, that's why we're taking a break.
I see.
Let's finish shopping and began walking to the setup checkout center. Ada followed.
I think you should try calling her a shot. She would appreciate it.
Yeah, but is it a good idea? I'd like to, honestly. Just don't know if I should.
Is there anything in the world more important than what you want to do? Maybe things like should and shouldn't are dumb made-up things designed to make us feel worse about what we'd like to do.
Adelaide hovered the Coke over the barcode scanner and looked at Lilith with a surprised expression.
No, that's the truest shit I've heard all week. I'll think about it.
She smirked. Let's smart back. Okay, this is the big chapter. Chapter 13.
Christine!
Jane called Christine from her apartment room.
Jane? Oh, this is great timing, actually.
What?
Jane was confused.
I'm gonna send you an address. I want you to be there by 6 p.m.
What are you even talking about?
No time to explain. I'm throwing this together in a hurry. See you there. Check your texts.
I like the question marks that does that. Then Christine hung up. Jane was baffled for some reason. She found herself looking for a coat. Zip. The address pointed to a warehouse/venue called The Hive. It's a big square building with minimal soundproofing or gear placed within it, but it's a cheap location for bands to book shows in. Plus, the owner was is also open to other performative art events and stuff like that, making it a popular location for hipsters and artists. Jane had been here a bunch before, so she saw the owner outside of the venue, just chilling. Jane says she was here for Christine, and the owner went, "Oh yeah." They tell Jane that it's all theirs for the tower. Jane says sorry in advance, but they just laughed about it. I forgot to put the sound in this section. Jane entered this building, and Jesus, it's a huge place. Usually it's packed with people, so the size is less noticeable. However, it's dark and no one is there except for Jane. Wait, except for one person in the center, someone who was also looking around. They turned around and met eyes with Jane. It was Pauline Academia.
Jane.
Jane found it hard to look her in the eye. Pauline too. They just kind of stood there for a while, not saying anything. It was Pauline who tried to break the ice.
Tillian here, huh?
Pauline left nervously. She scratched her head. Jane sighed. It seemed like hours had passed, but when it had only been a few minutes. Like bugs trapped in amber. That's a reference to Slaughterhouse 5. They were locked in to this moment. Jane looked in front of her and their eyes happened to meet finally.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Pauline was surprised.
I'm sorry about what I did to you back then. I hope you know, not a moment has gone by without me thinking about it.
This is my favorite line that does right, I think. It's really very emotional, very nice.
And all I've ever wanted to see is, despite me doing that to you, that you turn out well. So, I'm glad I get to meet you again, Berlin Academia. And I'm sorry. And you don't have to forgive me.
Jane bowed her head. Pauline approached her, shaking her hand.
Oh, you really don't have to be. I'm all over that stuff now. I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm fine now.
Jane stared at Pauline. Pauline found it uncomfortable.
Come on, don't be so dramatic. No need to be so apologetic. That's not the Jane I knew. Okay, let's look for...
Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Pauline was about to turn around when Jane spoke
Why
up.
are you being so forgiving? Why aren't you
Yo,
mad?
I'm sorry if this
Why
is off
aren't you
topic, but I'm
angry?
outside right now and it's snowing.
Yo, let's go! White Christmas!
I like snow.
Jolly
It's
season.
really, really pretty, and especially up here in Manhattan because it's like
That's
all on
awesome.
the concrete and stuff.
Last
I've never seen
Christmas.
snow before.
Oh yeah,
Never?
Aren't you from Florida?
No. Yeah, it's evil here.
Oh, that
Yeah.
So
sucks.
sad.
It doesn't snow in Florida?
Oh,
No,
no, it's like 1,000 degrees all year round. And it
it's
sucks and I
hell.
hate it.
Yeah, when I went to New Orleans in November, it was like 80 out.
I don't know
Yeah,
what that.
it
I don't
was,
know what that is.
It was 80 today.
Oh, New Orleans?
Oh,
It's the southmost major city in the country, I think.
No, I don't know what 80 degrees is in Fahrenheit.
Oh, 80
26
degrees in
Celsius.
26 Celsius.
27.
Pretty bad.
Oh,
Pretty bad is what I'm
that's
saying.
so fucking hot. Oh my god.
In like late November too.
It's minus 10 Celsius here right now.
In the summer, it's 100. I don't know Celsius.
I also I went
I'm
to
just-
I went to Savannah, Georgia in like June, and it was miserable because it was literally 101 out.
Hey, that's newer
100
than ever.
Fahrenheit.
That's ever-
100 Fahrenheit is 38 Celsius.
That could burn a person, I think.
Yeah, no, we were standing indoors.
That's what sunscreen is for.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, but also it's nice to be inside where there's air conditioning.
That was in response. That was in response to that could burn a person.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Not
I
what
see.
you said.
Yeah, it snowed a lot on was it Friday? No, it was Thursday. It snowed on Thursday here, and it snowed so much that it started blocking roads, and I almost couldn't get back to
Damn.
I almost couldn't get back to my workplace where I have to like go back by like 9:30 p.m. every night, Right now, I'm at home because I'm off the war. I'm not at the war right now. Usually I'm at the war, so I have to go back. But yeah.
I've started wearing military surplus in your honor.
Thank you. Anyway, I was a bit late, but it was okay because they knew that the roads were blocked. Everyone knew that. Anyway, it was snowing a lot here, so everywhere is white now, and it's very wet. The roads are wet, and I don't like it. But I do like the snow. I like snowing. I like snow.
Maybe I think you should know that you're hot.
Thanks, I try.
Yay. Okay.
There's some rule that says I have to be mad?
No, but I know you. I know you drooled over the words you'd say to me when you saw me again. I know because you're like me. People change, yes, but things like this never change.
Never change. I like that delivery.
And I
This is
know
some
you've
Metal
spent
Gear shit
countless
is what it
nights
is.
thinking about what you'd say if you saw me again.
Is this Hideo Kojima shit?
You are kind of Hideo Kojima-esque because you have kind of a really sort of bookish persona and like a kind of like completely lame is cool. Except instead of mech fights, it's girls kissing.
I like
Yeah.
girls kissing.
Yeah, let's go. That's why I'm better than Kojima, by the way.
This is true.
Well, maybe I can put some mech fights in the next entry, in the next Blast Damage days. I can put some Gundams in there.
So why aren't you saying them?
Really, Hideo Kojima will write a really good anime about drama between high school girls.
He did. It was called Metal Gear Solid 2.
Why? No, but Metal Gear Solid is the prime yaoi media though. It's like boys. It's boy stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but
It's
what
okay.
if they were transgender?
Like
Raiden isn't
transgender,
a boy.
like transgender boys, or they're transgender in boys and male to
women.
female. Trans women.
Yeah, what if they were trans women?
Raiden
What
is
if
like,
Metal
look
Gear
at-
was exactly...
Literally,
What if Metal
look
Gear
up a
was
picture of Raiden from Metal Gear?
Well, Otakon could also be trans, I think.
What if...
No, Otakon's whole thing is that he's like the sensitive nerdy. He's like the Will Toledo.
Yeah, I've met trans girls like that.
I guess that's fair. I guess it's not mutually exclusive.
Yes. But I can't imagine the snakes being transgender women. I can't imagine. that.
No. They're if anything, Snake is like the most transmask cis male character in fiction because his whole thing is like, oh yeah, what my dad wanted me to be doesn't define me. What my genes made me doesn't define me. Only I decide what I am and what I do, and that's very trans. But he's also like literally in Metal Gear Solid 2, he is a stand-in for positive masculinity.
Oh, that rules. I'm not playing Metal Gear Solid, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I did watch a playthrough of Death Stranding though. Death Stranding was crazy fucking.
I could
game.
talk about Metal Gear Solid probably forever for some reason. I don't know why
What's
it
your
appeals
opinion?
to me so much. What's my opinion?
Never mind.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep now.
Oh, that's a good idea. It is like midnight in Florida.
Okay. We are almost
But,
done, but I will miss you. I enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, I tried my best, but I'm so old person schedule, honestly.
Based.
That's good. That's
Good night, guys. Farewell.
Good
Good
night. We should talk again.
Right.
Yes, we should.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey,
You're
what's your opinion on all the codec calls from Brawl?
I haven't seen them because they're not canon.
What? Snake hating Sonic isn't canon?
No, Snake would. I feel like Snake would have literally no opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I see. What about Tears though?
He's like, he reminds it reminds him of Otacon, but is a little baby boy. So I don't know.
Okay.
You can't even say them
That's
when
like
it
the
comes
end of
down
his
to
thought.
it. Where'd your
Snake
fucking
also
guts
knows
go?
Mario.
Your tenacity.
I like
Yeah,
the word
from,
tenacity.
From Awkward Zombie.
Go ahead. Yell at me. Cuss me out. Say,
Okay.
Pauline pushed Jane back. I don't know why she did that. She didn't have to push her. So they had tears in her eyes.
Yeah, you're right. I've always wanted to tell you how much you've hurt me. You betrayed me. You fucked me over, dude. I don't give a shit about any other people back then. If I just had you, it would have been fine. I just wanted it to be us two. And you fucked it up, Jane Cadaver. You fucked it up because you were weak, and you were a coward. And it was your fucking cowardice that really ruined my life. So, there you go. That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? That's what I've always wanted to tell you. I wanted you to feel bad and feel guilty. I wanted to hurt your feelings like you hurt mine, okay? But...
Serena breathed, Serena breath. But Lynn breathed deeply, she sniffled.
What's the point of that? You hurt me, I hurt you back. Nothing gets better. You just wanted to hear me cuss you out because you wanted to feel validated on your dumb perpetrator complex.
Is it funny? What's up?
No, I burped really loudly. Did Crisp get it?
No, they were reading a Serena line, I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Thank fuck.
Okay.
Well, you know what, Jane? I really did mean it when I said I'm alright. I'm tired of hating. I'm tired of blaming you.
Pauline extended her hand out to Jane.
I forgive you.
Jane stared at her hand. Pauline smiled. Jane smiled back. She grabbed her hand. They embraced each other. Perhaps the true miracle that night was the single drop of tear that Jane had ever shed while in the embrace of her former lover.
What is that a reference to?
No, I just wanted it to sound like a Christmas miracle, like a Christmas favor.
An inexplicable Christmas miracle?
Yeah. That was the true miracle that night.
Maybe the real miracle was the friends we made along the way.
Scrooge.
That is a baby is you ass joke, is what it is.
Scrooge shed a single drop of tear. Lights came on in the venue. Jane and Pauline looked around. They found Christine standing on top of the main stage in front of the microphone, manning an electric guitar.
Hello?
Reverb. The feedback noise reverberated throughout the warehouse.
Sorry to interrupt your reunion, you guys.
It's okay.
Christine breathed in deeply. She grabbed the fretboard and looked at her audience of two. She exhaled and began speaking.
I know I have a lot to apologize for. And I'm not sure how to word it in a big, dumb speech or whatever. So I decided to sing about it. Here's my song, titled The Ballad of Why Christine Avella is a Fucking Asshole. Nice going, dickhead.
Christine began playing a guitar in a fast rhythm.
I'm staying up way too late again, thinking about what to tell you. I've really messed it up this time, and my mistakes are plain in view. Yeah, you're gonna hate me for this, and you're right to be mad. Those times together I really miss. I don't want you to be sad. Nice going, dickhead, you ruined it again. You could have been good instead, but you fucked up in the end. And maybe in just a time I'd learn my lessons and not cry, just to have a chance to say, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Tesla, your
Jane,
solo music
for
has
lying
finally
to
achieved
you.
full Disney.
I think I was just insane and afraid of the truth.
You think it's Disney?
And I'm sorry, Berlin, I didn't do right by you. I used you as a stand and didn't think things through. I'm sorry, Ada, my love, even though you're not here. But if you'll just come home, I could conquer all my fears. I'm sorry, everybody, I know I fucked up. And now I'll sing the chorus again, cause you've all had enough. Nice going, dickhead, you ruined it again. You could have been good instead, but you fucked up in the end. And maybe in just a time I'd learn my lessons and not cry, just to have a chance to say, yeah, I'm sorry.
So that was Serena on electric guitars, right? Thank you, Serena. And of course, Inky on the vocals because she voices Christine. Christine stood frozen
Everybody say-
solid. What?
Everybody say thank you, Serena.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Serena. Breathing harshly in
My
and out.
cat just died.
What?
It's just, don't worry about it.
Okay, yay. She hadn't thought about what to do after the song was over. It was nearly end of the hour too. Bolin stood there, her mouth agape. Then she started clapping in applause. Christine bowed her head. Then Jane began racing towards the stage. She walked faster and faster until she was running at full speed. Christine backed up, but before she could turn around and run away, Jane was already climbing on top of the stage. Once in front of Christine, Jane raised her hand, and then she punched Christine as hard as she could. The microphone got knocked out, and so too did Christine. No, really, she got knocked onto the ground. Jane turned around and crossed her arms.
That's for the shitty song you just sang.
Pauline began laughing uproariously. Jane came down from the stage. Christine just gave the two of them a thumbs up while on the ground.
Is that Christina Vella? Is that you?
Jane?
Christina Vella and Jane had never met again at a venue called Warsaw in New York, which I went to see Jeff Rosenstock with B. It was a nice venue. When Prince Daddy and the Hyena opened for Mom Jeans. Whether that's a real show. I looked it up. I looked it up on Setlist.com. Prince Daddy did open for Mom Jeans at Warsaw. The two had no idea they had been living as close as a few hundred miles away from each other. After the show, they went to a liquor store and got some beers, and then they talked about old times. They talked about music. They didn't agree about a single thing, but something was clear. None of the animosity, that's the word, they had back then was still present. They sat there in front of the liquor store on the crosswalk, getting shit-faced and laughing and talking about whether the Smiths or the Cure were better, which one of them was Lennon and which one of them was McCartney, and if Rivers Cuomo was the biggest hack rock music had ever seen.
So I know this one drummer.
Jim burrowed a little out of the blue. They weren't dating yet.
You still play guitar?
I absolutely shred at it.
Christine lied. She sucked the solo.
You know what this means, yes?
Chris drank the whole beer bottle in once and looked at Jane.
The band is back together?
The band is back together.
Christine and Jane clasped their hands together in unison. They smiled back at each other. They could feel something surging within them, a sense of victory or conquest, I suppose. Most of all, they could feel hope. They could feel that their future was abound with hope, that nothing could separate the two again. Let's go, chapter 15. This is the last stretch, and it's not too long, so it's a bit better.
Shite.
Jane threw a dart at the wall. She missed the bullseye by several inches.
This game is so bullshit.
Again, I don't know what several inches means, and I just imagine it was like a little off, basically.
We didn't make you play.
It's BS.
Lily laughed and threw a dart herself. She hit right in the middle and dead center. Jane groaned. Christine and Berlin were in the back drinking.
Sorry to bring you along.
No, it's fine, really. You need to stop saying sorry, or I'll swear to God, I'll punt you like Jane did.
Okay.
Besides,
Berlin looked at Jane and Lilith playing games.
it's nice to hang out with her again.
Hey, are you two done yet? Because I want to go home.
I want to play Super Smash Bros. Melee.
This is the most important line in the horror visual
I'm glad you
novel.
made me say that.
What?
I'm glad you had me say that.
Oh, you're glad. Okay. I'm glad that you like doing it because I really wanted to. I really wanted to specify Lilith is into melee in particular. She would never play Ultimate. She would never play Ultimate. Never.
Yeah, we're done.
For now.
Oh, for Christ's sake. No drinking in my flat, you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
The four of them exited the pub and began walking down the street. It was about 5 p.m. The sun was setting at this point. They were walking over to Jane and Lilith's apartment room when they saw two recognizable faces on the street. It was Lila and Adelaide standing by the streetlights, talking to each other with smiles on their faces. The four of them stopped. They would have to pass by the two to get to where they were going. Christine was nervously tapping a pause. Berlin wasn't sure what was going on because she didn't recognize the two. Jane and Lilith glanced at each other with their pupils, and then collectively they pushed Chris onto the sidewalk. Chris exclaimed in surprise, and that made Lila and Ada notice.
Oh, hi, Chris! Wow, it's a crowd here.
Jane and Lilith said hello at Lila. Christine walked towards Ada. She looked at Ada. Ada was smirking. She put her paw on her hips. Christine waved at Ada awkwardly. Ada waved back.
Hi.
Let's go find a Toby drawing. Very, very cute, very nice.
Hey.
Yes, it's just from quote. Real superstars, they do it together. No matter where you are, you can do it together. That's the end. Let's go. And here's the first song to the that Christine sang.
I'm staying up way too late again, thinking about what to tell you. I've really messed it up this time, and my mistakes are plain in view. Yeah, you're gonna hate me for this.
Who's
You're
that?
right to be mad. Those times
That's
together I
you.
really miss. I don't want you to be sad. Nice going, dickhead, you ruined it again. You could have been good instead, but you fucked up in the end. And maybe in just a time I'd learn my lessons and not cry, just to have a chance to say, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jane, for lying to you. I think I was just insane and afraid of the truth. And I'm sorry, Berlin, I didn't do right by you. I used you as a stand-in, didn't think things through. I'm sorry, Ada, my love, even though you're not here. But if you'll just come home, I can conquer all my fears. I'm sorry, everybody, I know I fucked up. And now I'll sing the chorus again, cause you've all had enough. Nice going, dickhead, you ruined it again. You could have been good instead, but you fucked up in the you say, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's it.
Everyone.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was fun. This is the thing that we made. To everybody who joined like late into the stream, you can go play it on itch.io. I'm gonna let me link it on the thing on the chat on the okay. Go here it is. You can go download it. We're gonna make a third one probably. I mean, we gotta. I said it at the end. I said it on the credits. Then I'm gonna make a third one. We're gonna make a third one. Hopefully that one doesn't take until like December. That one might take earlier. You know. That one might come earlier. I'm gonna try to work on it anyway. Thanks Oxen B for being with me. Thank you. I love you.
We have a character acknowledge my incorrect pronunciation of Ada.
That would be really funny.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna think about how that can go. Maybe Ada can do herself. Thank you to Toby too, who was in here before. I'm just gonna say thank you to him. Who else was in here? Cedric was here at the beginning. That was fun. Thanks to that guy. Anyway, I'm gonna go see. Later this evening. I'm gonna go see Wapti at a show. So that's gonna be fun. I love that guy. And then I'm gonna probably just do some stuff and go to sleep. Anyway, both of you should go to sleep probably, but I'm gonna end the stream for now. So thank you for everybody. Hopefully I'll do more streams someday. Cecily ain't dead. I'm just in the war. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.